Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action-Packed Tales of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. Thank you for tuning in to our weekly D&D show. We had to take a brief break last week, which I'll address in just a moment, but thank you all for tuning in. As you heard in our pre-show, there was a bit of a snafu in the audio, if you happen to be listening. Hopefully we don't get copyright flagged or anything, but most of our music, in fact, most of it, if not going forward, is going to be by Riot Games. Don't listen to that stuff by Death Clock, or do in your own time, just not on this stream. But we want to give a thanks to Riot Games for letting us use their music. You can find out how to use their music in your own streams if you're interested in that kind of thing within our About section. And you really just need to include your legal jargon, artist, and the title track, which you can see in the bottom corner when we are playing music, which I need to add to this scene now that I notice. So in any case, we'll go ahead and open up to the full table, and hey, we're all here.
We could just keep it on you. It's fine.
Hello. No, that's okay. Actually, it's a little lights are up a little high. Let me turn them down.
It's catching my good side.
Yeah. I think actually, yeah, it's more so the case. I hadn't turned on the lights. Go there. Better. Ish. I bumped cameras and stuff too. Okay, I'll have to adjust a few things. You guys are a little outside of that.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, so we reconfigured audio settings in an attempt to once again try and fix some of the stuff we've got going on with the difficulties of the stream. There we go. Thanks, Lambert.
Stress testing.
Yeah, well, stress definitely. So the unfortunate thing was that, and a lot of the things I had reconfigured didn't quite work out, which was why we were on a little bit of a late stream, but we've worked out at least something with the audio to make this work. Any sort of notes or anything to set us up in chat, and hopefully we can adjust and make it better. I did want to address this one thing. Unfortunately, Link was taken from the world too soon. He had a form of cancer that was diagnosed, and it's brutal, and cancer sucks. Cancer, I hate it to its core. But unfortunately, for last week, I just was not able to stream, and well, it's going to be kind of an interesting one this stream too. But we'll just get right into the thing and not hold it back anymore. So, recap from last game.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody remembers it.
Not even the slightest.
Yeah.
We did a lot of stuff.
You did.
What did we do?
We met.
We went to the Citadel, met with the Ranger General. We were criticized about our punctuality
Oh, and then I pissed him off.
heavily. Yeah, somebody catted with cat things.
We learned that they have
Major point,
wounds
move on.
open into this city, but also took over the other two cities in the Elvish Woods area.
One to the Shadowfell, one to the Spring.
Mm-hmm.
Court. That's right.
Yeah.
I was like, what's the other word that goes with it?
I don't know if the name was ever mentioned, but Vibrant Fen.
Oh.
Okay. Vibrant Fen. We met our favorite centaur, Lance.
Yeah.
With his lance.
With his
Mhm.
lance.
We met Burning Man.
Does Lance with his lance? Do you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
He'll probably lance you if you ask him.
And I lance with
we
my
met Dawn.
lance.
Burning Man.
Mm-hmm.
I met Ulmanoth.
Yeah.
Sour bugbear. Barrett has 2 elephant trophies. It's cool like that.
Mm-hmm. Dawn apparently has ties to the fire summer plane. So we're gonna get him something nice and shiny and magical so he can put himself on the line to get us some answers about some things.
Did we already acquire items? Or okay,
Good. Bought a scimitar.
that's right.
Of speed.
Mm-hmm.
Scimitar.
We got 3 tuning forks as well. One for
Oh, yeah.
Tasha, one for the Feywild, and one for the Astral Sea.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
You made promises to the astral elves.
Yeah.
Yep. I have reincarnation dust.
You do.
Oops.
Oh, right. Instead of dust of dragon.
Yes.
Given to you by.
Plasma.
Did he tell us it was dust of dragons?
He did.
You did.
Sneaky that way. Why would he tell us it was dust of...
I don't know, so we'd
If it was
accidentally
something
use
way
it.
better. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. Be friends with the Elitham.
Can't be trusted.
Who's taken aback by us just saying we need something worth 5,000? Like it was no big deal. Yeah. Oh. Cool, I guess. Sure.
Doesn't matter what it is, just matters the price.
Right.
Sold roast ale and set up a promise
Mm-hmm.
for future supply. 20 ales rack.
Anything else?
that pretty much covers it.
All right. So,
Ulithimar has a ponytail.
Huh?
Ulithimar
Oh, yes.
has a ponytail.
I mean,
Felt that was worth recapping.
Mm-hmm.
You can be late in the recap like he's late everywhere else. Thurvin did join.
yeah.
He did. That's right. We kind of called him as we walked in the door.
Sucks, you know, it sucks for him, really.
We never did really have a conversation with him after that either, did we? Like, about is he okay with August just being out and about or what?
It's gonna have to be, I guess.
I guess so. What did you find out about Medusius?
Maleficent?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Gonna be honest, I don't recall.
Okay. You had, I mean, you discovered information about her in the sense that she is the first Medusa. Actually, I don't know if you got that information.
I think I remember you saying that. Now it's been-
Yeah.
What I do recall is that she is the creator of all Warforged.
Correct. In that she had a base in the, a lair in the northwestern corner station.
Okay.
You guys
North
were gonna
of the
have an
Misty thing.
offline chat about it or something. Because you stayed back to
we
talk
were supposed to have an off.
That's
We didn't at all.
You didn't, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, things got busy.
next time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got that. I have mentioned, that's the funny thing, like I've mentioned that stuff off stream or just like canonically, like, hey, there's some information for you guys.
Right.
But then it kind of fleets.
We'll,
With
uh,
what we did say in stream.
Right.
We'll make sure to get to it this week, and then like we'll retcon, say that we had that conversation, and then I'll fill everybody in on the next stream.
That works. So the group then after your events, I think retired to the evening once more to Ayla's Wrath
That's right. Yep.
to wait to hear from Don the next day.
And Don's the one that's gonna do the ritual for communications.
Yes.
Okay.
Don and his family,
Never gonna remember that, but
Oh.
Don I can work with.
aka Burning Man.
Yeah.
This-
Burn it.
yeah.
The Burning Man.
All right,
Don
so
Juan.
the next day, as everyone awakes within your individual beds, got a full rest. Wednesday as well. No spooky dreams or anything.
Gods be
Ominous
praised.
ones or anything. Just a
What?
solid night.
I've come to expect those now.
Oh. So, as you wake up, the day is yours.
Sometimes God's just gotta bonk you, you know?
My
What-
punk
what are they
filter
doing
was
to me?
on.
Bonk you.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonk you.
Hey.
Not boink.
Get
Not funk.
bonked.
Unless, I mean,
Zeus.
yeah, true. Unless you want that.
Who's the bard here?
Me. And you. Kind of.
Performance.
I mean, he's a warlock, so he's gonna have some charisma.
A little bit of charisma.
Ignores.
Charisma, not attention.
Right.
So as everyone gets into breakfast, for those that eat, next day in Ale's Wrath. Sorry, I said that like immediately.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
like, but I don't know. You eat oil, gears, whatever, or maybe have some solar panels that you just walk outside. Just, there we go.
It's
Praise
like
the
blew his
sun.
chain.
Yeah. Yeah, they're on the inside of his palms and on his chest. So,
Yeah.
or no, not inward. Sorry, he goes out.
Yeah. Outwards.
Wait a second. So, as everyone gets up, some breakfast, there's a knock at the door. And then the realization knocking at an end feels funny. You see Don, Burning Man, open up the door. Hey guys, sorry, I don't know why I did that exactly.
What?
So yeah, we should probably head out now.
Okay.
Like now?
Yeah, if we want to make it to the ritual site. So where we have to do this, there's like some ritual stones off in the forest. I can lead you out there, so don't worry about it. I'm not affected by that kind of stuff. But it's about half day's travel, and if we want to get there at noon, then we need to leave like now.
Early morning now.
We definitely trust you not to leave us in the forest.
I wouldn't, no. I mean, you guys are
You wouldn't know?
pretty cool.
I wouldn't know.
A question. If Dorgirin pulls his power from Luciana, who's an Archfey, would that help alleviate any of the forest problems in the forest?
You could try to ask her for aid. if you want.
Request a blessing from your goddess.
Huh.
Oh, dear goddess, Luciana.
Mommy, what's up?
Hey, Mom.
Moon Mommy.
Yeah.
I want to go in the
Make a religion check.
forest.
Religion check.
Uh-huh.
No, see, it's coming.
Did you roll? What you roll?
F5. F8.
I'm so bad about it, man.
So's
What's
Pat.
F8? I know the F5. I don't know what F8 is.
F8 is quick load,
Oh,
so just reload your last quick save.
I
I'm
didn't.
bad. Have
Mm-hmm.
That's
That'd be
all
good.
you know. If you just tell me like do a straight religion check,
maybe a religion, yeah.
does it too.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of like think and focus for a moment. You're like, I don't think that she works that way.
I made a mistake.
Eh.
These are not double stuffed.
You know what it is? You made your prayer in the morning when you should have made it at midnight.
Right.
Ah, there you go.
When
Yep.
she's out.
Um,
Did I ever ask the people at the temple about where they got the
Yes, I do.
moonstone?
Floor tiles.
You know, I would say given that everybody had some time in the day, if you wanted to make your way over there, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that would have been something I would have done.
So when you had that conversation, the high priestess would mention that the moonstone that they have within their temple is not up for any sort of sale or anything. It is made within the foundation of the temple itself. So in addition to that, they don't have any other extraneous moonstone ore that they could provide. They apologize, but that is the situation.
So let me get this straight. They're sitting. You said it's built into their foundation, so they're sitting on like a what kind of vibranium amount of moonstone ore?
That temple.
And a double stuff.
Dorgirin goes to the blacksmith to get a pickaxe.
Right, because I mean that's like, do they worship Luciana?
No, but
Well, then what do they need it for?
I'm gonna be wrong, honest. If you start going to a pickaxe on the floor of this temple, I am not involved. I do a lot of dumb things. That is not one of them.
it's a fair question.
Ooh, profane. Ooh, what I like about it. What do you want to do, Dorgan?
Do it.
Ward's got the party's back. It is what it is.
And what it do.
What it do?
I hope that there's not some sort of correlation of you fuck around and find out that has raised with the release of Baldur's Gate since that time.
There might be like
There's definitely a little bit of that. Yeah.
I
There's
don't
definitely
think-
some fucking around, but now it's like, hey, yeah, all right.
I don't think any of us could physically stop Gorgier from doing this.
This is true.
If we're also being fair, he's been wanting to do this since we got here. So
since
this
the
was,
moment you said
this was pre
That's
Baldur's
true.
Gate.
yeah, look, this is on you because you could have made that floor out of anything. You did this on purpose. You knew he was going to react to this
I did it as a
temptation.
wonder.
I'm gonna look for a place where I can start digging a tunnel away from prying eyes.
Oh wait, you're a druid, right? If Baldur's Gate 3 taught me
there's just
anything, you
water
can
right
shapeshift to a
here, you know?
mole.
Just like doing it.
Giant friggin'
Pop out. What's up, guys? Don't worry about this.
You guys going ahead? I'll
Can I
head
wild
down here.
shape into any sort of tunneling animal?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's
Gopher,
enough
groundhog.
Are you kidding me?
That was-
Also, not how that works in D&D 5e.
right.
Bullets are monstrosities, not beasts.
It's a beast monstrosity.
Well, owlbears are monstrosities.
Yeah.
One in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, well,
Is this Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate.
This
Okay.
isn't even Faerun, man.
That's
What
actually a really good
happens?
point.
Yeah.
What happens if you wild shape into something small, like a groundhog or whatever, and you're digging right, and then something happens and you die because pest control, and then you revert into your humanoid form, but you don't have a tunnel the size of your humanoid form? How does that work? Do you just make the space,
I
or
think you get squished.
you get
I was
squished?
like, that sounds.
Inverted, though.
There's a lot of force damage.
Is there?
Yeah.
Is that how that
Sorry.
works?
The
Subbed.
invert squish would be.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you are, but you're expanding out into an environment.
Like I'm sure you
Like-
would push the dirt
Yeah.
to a degree, but when the dirt
Yeah.
meets the rest of the dirt and the rocks, it's gonna stop, and you're
Yeah.
gonna keep going, and it's gonna break bones and
When the dirt
internal
meets the
puncturing.
Whoa, that sounds terrifying and a terrible,
Or you're-
terrible
But if you're
way
already
to
dead
go.
by that point, then hopefully, I mean,
Well,
there
I
wouldn't
mean,
be-
your gopher form's dead, but you've got like a billion more
oh,
hit
right,
points.
it's still in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Ah.
might be better than if you're a bird and you lose it mid-air, and then now you're out of wild shape, so you just
True.
have to plummet.
That's why
Or
we
like a
have
fish that
featherfall
somebody-
things.
Fish off a cliff.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway,
So what are you doing?
Yeah, are you doing that or no?
Here's Wonderwall.
It's up to you.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
No. As in, I wonder what this wall does. Oh, it breaks.
Tink.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Kelsey's triggered with people
Was.
with pickaxes.
I kind of really do love the idea of Dorgirin, Jacob's character, fucking around with shit in his other character's city. Like,
Oh yeah, that is pretty good. True. I'll say this: the High Priestess does say that the Moonstone that is in their foundations is not up for harvesting. She may have some things on some she can buy.
Very convenient.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to just dangle that carrot in front of me and be like, ha ha, you can't touch this one.
I would.
And I honestly intended on writing something, but there's things I do not have availability. So
Maybe there's another temple in the Fallen Cities that we missed.
wait, what?
What? I said maybe there's more temples to the same goddess in the Fallen Cities that have.
Yeah, you guys actually discussed that last game. I remember hearing that, and I was like, huh, maybe.
Interesting proposition.
Yeah, that's a good point. They probably would have those.
I never put together that her username is Taco Topher. I always just read it as Tactifer. But that doesn't make any sense because there's an extra O in there.
Got you.
Oh, that's
I don't
cute.
remember the exact detail.
Wait, what?
Taco was Kelsey's nickname.
Right. Oh, okay.
I don't remember the exact detail of how she got it.
Oh, okay.
Wow, and you're admitting that on camera.
Yep.
Okay.
Is Topher Grace her favorite actor?
No,
Okay.
it just sounds somewhat similar to her actual last name.
Oh, okay.
Who's Topher Grace? That sounds familiar.
Eric.
Yeah.
Also
Oh.
Eric in that night.
Oh.
Also,
Or Eddie in Spider-Man 3.
Eddie, yeah, damn you.
Mhm.
Got me. All right, where were we?
Did
We're
he
going-
say that line?
No.
I didn't think he did. I was like, I don't remember that in the movie.
Just the immediate overreaction when somebody does something.
Oh, okay.
The abridged version of Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
We have done nothing.
Yeah,
What
true.
is?
Yeah,
I
alright.
discussed burrowing underneath this temple to steal.
But
those.
we don't know what part is in character and what part is you having fun.
So
Why
no,
not both?
Tony
Sometimes,
said that the
yeah.
priestess said that she could give him a line on where to get some Moonstone
Yeah, I mean,
ore.
if she can give me a line on like where to get some ore, then I'll put my mining plans on the back burner.
Can she literally give him a line of Moonstone ore?
Oh, moving mommy.
Finally
I
crushed
had
on a
not
mirror.
thought about
Yeah.
that. But did she say on Rainier?
On a mirror.
Oh wow!
No. Whoa.
Come here,
One
Puss
step
in Boots.
farther.
No. On a mirror, like a
Okay,
reflective
right,
circle.
yeah,
Nope.
for sure.
No, it
that
has
makes
to
much
be
more
on
sense.
here, not at all.
I'm making some fan art when I get home.
I missed something and I am no longer.
I made a
I
joke
love the
about
idea of
her giving,
Rainier
like,
just
a
not being
line
okay with
of
either, just
Moonstone.
like
I was
have him
finally crushed on a mirror.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he's still just
am I
mad
like your sushi table now?
Yeah, he
Where's the
thought
line?
that
Like,
a mirror, man.
Yeah.
The reflective kind.
I mean, you guys keep wanting me more reflective and in
Most-
perspective.
Yeah.
All right,
Things
so
just
we're,
like
The
choices.
Moonstone dust would just get lost in the burning. Come on, man. That's
Yeah,
a bad
true.
idea.
Waste, yeah.
we're following Don.
You don't know what
to
his
this
grooming
ritual
schedule
pool?
is like.
so
You might want to be those
to the,
bald cats.
to the summoning circle here.
Yeah, let's go first.
Right.
All right, so
Yeah, back on track.
as the party heads out into the forest and you feel the
Mhm.
effects of
Into
the
the
Calvin
woods.
forest once again kind of begin to take hold, you see Don kind of walking out in front of you guys, and he turns back and sees you all just kind of starting to slowly drift apart from one another.
Eh.
Oh, right. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Bring it together. And he kind of corrals everyone into.
I'm
a
like,
circle.
this way?
Yeah. No. Hang on. That's not.
North.
Yeah. Kind of brings everyone in.
Herd the kittens.
I thought we were going
Yeah.
east.
Yeah. No. We're going west actually.
Oh.
The ritual site's just on the edge of the lake, but yeah, you're gonna need some help getting there. So just give me a second. You see these sparks of embers start coming from his hands. Quick little spell for us to get through the forest a little more easily too.
Ignis. I'm done.
You're good.
It's enough ballers get through this.
No.
We're not sponsored.
Only.
If only.
I mean, Larian, if you wanna.
Yeah, for sure. So, as he casts a spell over everyone, you feel this kind of it's kind of like this warm sensation, but you smell almost like campfire around you as well. And with that, you look around, and suddenly that kind of disorienting effect that you felt that was misguiding you through the forest alleviates. And as he looks around, okay, that should take care of it. I think everyone's feeling better.
Yeah, what did you do?
So I cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody, but also had a little bit of my own flair to it. So that should provide a little bit of ease through the forest, but also a bit of ability to move through without chanting.
Flare. I see what you did there.
No. Didn't mean to, but yeah, sure.
But dear, which way's north? Can I tell which way's north?
Yeah, you point and you're like, I'm pretty sure it's that way.
It's that way. Is he right?
He looks- yeah, no, he's right, yeah.
Okay. Alright, I think we're good.
All right, so
But is this east?
no, you're pointing the same direction as him.
Perfect. I'm unchanged.
So after a good several hours pass, you realize that not only have you traveled quite a bit farther than you anticipated, but you did so with ease. It seems like the way you're moving through the forest is almost like you're gliding through the thicket, as though any sort of the bramble or sticks or just kind of general terrain differences really doesn't cause you any sort of problem at all. I'm sorry, I did not mean pass that trace. First strike. I can't remember the name of this.
It's because it's not the Misty Thicket.
No, yeah. In fact, the Misty Thicket may not even pose a challenge to you now. But
We'll
as
just
you,
slide right in.
Find the path? Is that what you're thinking?
no, it wasn't finding path. There's a spell specifically for traveling.
Oh.
Or through like dense. I don't know. I might be
Oh,
thinking
I
of
know.
it,
I remember what you're talking about.
but yeah, it's something like that. Plant stride or horse stride. But as he releases magic, and you all feel confused with it, you realize that.
Tree stride?
What's that?
Tree stride?
Is that the one that allows you to move through trees?
I think that's the, like, you can teleport as long as you
Right.
know a tree at the
Oh,
location.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
Keyleth does. Never mind.
Right. Well, in any case,
Mhm.
that's what he does. We can say it's just druidic magic. I don't remember the name of the spell.
Freedom of movement?
So, as you kind of begin moving through the forest, let's go ahead and pull up Battle RP. There we go. Cool.
Custom spell deserves a custom name. You should name it Greenfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. Stream okay? Stream's okay. Just my.
It's alright.
Yeah, stream's okay. Okay. My overlay is freaking out on the computer, swapping between what we had just been and then what we're at onto now in terms of the scene, which isn't really that different, but it has like a picture in time. So it looks really weird. I'm glad to see the stream didn't see that. Nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. Only I can see it. So let's see if I can do this correctly. So we'll go to the map of Tasha. Oh no, it's not on screen.
There it is.
Well, the
Oh.
part that you're in is not on the screen.
It's not? Oh, it's not.
Yeah, that camera's off just by a bit too much. All right. Well,
Where are we? Oh, up there.
yeah, maybe I can. Oh no, because it's a limitation to the camera, not. I think. Let me look at this. Real quick. Hold, please, stream while I work this out.
Looks like we just need to tilt the camera
I think I
a
bumped
little
the
bit
camera.
more that way.
Yeah, but that's not
Which
easy enough
one?
for anybody to reach. It's the one that's in the dead center.
Yep, just pull it towards you a little
Great
bit.
for taller people.
Okay, hold.
A little more. You're practically perfect. Nailed it. Thank you.
Good job.
All right. So then, if I sorry everybody, hold while I figure this out. 'Cause I think this will work. Here we
It
go.
kind of looks like a muscly guy
Oop.
going, ha!
Does work. Cool. Okay.
The forest outline.
Yeah.
Huzzah! There we go. Check that out.
Oh,
See?
nice.
Ah.
Yeah.
I did the thing, guys. I'm working with it. All right. So, as the party travels from Ilvarna, you realize that not only have you moved through the forest with not just relative ease, but also expeditiously, you've made it to about the northernmost central shore of the Guania Lake. Looking upon it, Milvarna is not in sight at all. The horizon of the lake, which is massive, is lost. The city's lost to it. But you do see this beautiful, pristine lake in front of you. And as you kind of approach what is a clearing in the forest of the trees, you can see that there is this kind of stone ritual circle that Don has legend. As he walks forward and looks upon the lake, he takes a big breath in. You can feel the humidity of the forest. Of the lake permeating the area, but also the heat from the sun. Now that you're outside of the kind of canopy of the forest, kind of gets you a little bit. Not enough to be too hot or anything. There is a kind of cooling effect of being as close to the body of water, but you can feel this is late summer. It's a little toasty, but you can see that Don, as he walks out, is just appreciating all of it. He's kind of almost in his element. Well, this is the spot. It's an ancient ritual circle that the elves of thousands of years ago set up. Kind of a communing place to speak with water spirits. But it can be used to channel for other things too. Thankfully, I have the means of doing that with a bit of a guide on this kind of stuff. So, truth be told, I'm not the one that's actually going to be reaching out across the plains. It's a friend of mine who's in a bit of unusual circumstances. Pardon the expression, but I'm kind of letting you into the circle of trust on this. So, appreciate you not mentioning that I'm carrying something like this around. If you don't mind.
It's like a steel trap.
No problem.
Okay.
To the wrong one part.
I'm tempted to make an insight check on you all from his perspective. Okay. Well, that's.
I will not purposefully divulge this
To,
information.
to take a line from a friend, I stare blankly.
Yeah. Okay.
And we do have 2 bards in our group.
He's not a bard.
Cleric, I don't know what you're talking about.
I already agreed not to sing about anything in Milavarna,
Oh,
unless
well,
I'm in Milavarna.
That's facts, yeah.
That's fair. Also, the other part of this too is it's best to kind of do what we're doing outside of the prying eyes and ears of Milvavarna. Even though he may be an Archfey, and in some circles that may be okay, I don't think the Drover Order would really appreciate if we were kind of reaching out to next plane of people. So that's the kind of the other reason is to find people. This will make it the easiest way to reach out to, but
Oh.
also just to make sure that they don't listen.
So I'll step forward. Are we expecting any sort of danger?
Not expecting it.
That was kind of an answer.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When reaching out, it's kind of always a little bit of a risk involved. You know, why don't I introduce you to my friend, and then we can kind of get into the stuff from there. So actually, if each one of you would like to take a place on a circle, it kind of gestures outward. You see, there are plenty of stone circles, and on the circles themselves, they look like they're kind of like stone slabs, roughly placed, but then also have these kind of elvish script carvings within it. Kind of in runic fashion around the outside edges of the central kind of rune on each one of them. But there should be enough, I think, one for each of you. And then whoever's got the scimitar, if you can put that actually about near center, but off a little bit, we're going to need to have one thing, my friend, as the focus, the channel for all this.
Alright, well, I'll put August and Tonk off to the side, unless they're needed for it.
No, they should. That's fine.
Okay. Then I'll step up and take my place.
Take my spot. Let's come on, left her.
Okay, so the circle that you're standing in is it's a good like probably 20 feet from like one person to the next, so it's a good size. You see him kind of reach into one of his satchels and pulls it out. Hey, little friend there. You see him take out what looks like this tiny little hands. It looks like a metronome. It's a tiny little it's made of like obsidian black stone. Has almost a bit of a glow to it. Alright, so Monolith of the Plains, I ask for your aid, and he slams down to the center of this circle. You see him back up quickly. Alright guys, you ready for this? You see it begins to start growing in size. It stretches out upward, 20 feet upward, before it slowly starts to stretch and stops. Right about 25 feet. Hey buddy, been a while. And as you look at it, no longer is it this tiny little metronome, but it has all of these different runes and script written onto it, carved into it. Anybody want to make an Arcana check? You're more than welcome.
For sure.
Yeah.
This is neither Fey, Fiend, nor Undead, but if you wanted to make an Arcana check, you're still more than welcome.
26.
Can you beat a 26?
19.
Okay. So we'll go left. So as you look at it, you see this large monolith as it looks similar to kind of like one of those kind of like communication circles that you may have come across in the past. It looks like something that you're supposed to be using to contact another planet, but like something specific at a site. So the fact that he just pulled it out of the pouch and set it down, a little unusual.
Does it remind me of anything of the one of that tower in the
Arrowfell.
town? Yeah.
Yeah, the inverted one. Not quite as thick because that was more pyramid theme, but the architecture is really similar. Just more fixed. Now, it's the slim version of that.
I thought the other one was just a pillar.
So there was a pillar,
What was that, Chris?
but there was also an inverted pyramid that you kind of asserted was likely the underside.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, also actually, yeah, it would be similar. Like the pillar though was more roughly hewn, where it's like more like a natural rock formation
Oh.
that had runes and things carved into it. But the underside, where there was an inverted pyramid on the ceiling, that had more similar design to this. You recognize, 6, that this does look like some sort of magical item that he's produced, which you also ascertain as well. But as you look at the runes and kind of glance over them, the runes are written in several different types of script. There's actually, what languages do you see?
Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Okay, so you see Draconic and Elvish, and though you can't read it, you recognize like infernal script. You see Dwarvish script, you see Celestial, even though you don't understand what those words mean, you recognize
Right.
the silence of things. It's written all over this, and they're all interspersed across this surface.
Oh, so it's like a couple words in this, and then a couple words in that, and
More like a single letter or symbol, and then another. So it's-
oh, okay. So the
it's-
alphabet's all jumbled.
Yeah, everywhere. So, as you see, Don kind of looks to it. Hey, friend. Been a little while since I had a call on your services and aid, but I appreciate you being available for this sort of thing. You just hear this kind of dull vibration. Yeah, no, I know. It's been a while, and I haven't taken you out of the pouch for a bit, but you're just not the usual person thing that you can take out and then produce. I mean, if I took you out and such shit like this in the city, they'd be pretty upset. So this is what I can do. All right, so you guys want to talk to my boss?
I want to talk to this thing. Hi.
Oh, hi!
Do you reach out to it?
Yeah.
How so?
I wave
Vocally or
and say hi.
No response.
Oh,
mentally?
I don't think he likes me.
Oh no, it's just
You're talking to a rock.
well, it's not just a rock.
Don't be
It's
insulting.
monolith of the plains. Show some respect. It's been around. It's I've gotten tuned to him. He's not a magic item, so don't think that he is. He's more bound in a magical item.
Oh.
But it's I came across him a long time ago. He came, long story. Don't worry about it. You probably want to talk to my boss, though. Unless if you do want to talk to him, I can probably help you. Okay.
So, we're kind of feeling like he's something of a thing bound in a magic item. It's a crude way of putting it, but it's similar. Yeah, I kind of reach out to the monolith and like touch it, and then I place my hand on it gently.
You feel there's like a dull it's very faint vibration as you touch it.
Is the vibration magical in nature?
Well, first of all, you share that with Ren. You share that with Ren? She was asking about the...
What thing? Oh, I thought she was just trying to say hello.
Yeah, but she was also interested in talking.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So when I place my hand on it and I feel the vibration, I'll tell her there's a resonance coming from it.
Oh, do you hum? Do we hum to it?
You don't have to.
We all just
Oh, we mow it. Oh, we mow it. We mow it.
Mongolian throat sing at it.
He
No.
doesn't really like that.
He doesn't like my song?
Nah, he says that you don't have to like talk to him like that.
Oh,
Oh, you said something insulting.
I did?
No, he means like you can just talk to him like normal. He can't wave. He doesn't have any arms.
Oh, hi. How does he talk back?
Through me.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to mind link with it.
Are you
Right.
telling him that, or are you just doing that?
I'm just doing it.
Okay. We'll get back to that.
Can
Okay.
I inside him to see if I can trust that he's gonna actually say, like, translate things?
Sure.
I probably failed. That's a 30.
He's kind of a hard person to read,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that's a total of 4.
You haven't really learned the intricacies of how he speaks, so you're like, I mean, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't
Alright.
say it.
But you feel like you're on the verge of cracking him, you know?
Yeah.
So do you think, out of character, by the way, do you think there's a way that I could like attune myself to this particular type of vibration to try to like match it? Like almost in like a spiritual sense or like an inner magical sense. Like, can I tune my energies to its vibration? I'm all about the good vibes.
Yeah. I see where you're going for. I don't
Know if there's a game way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. I don't know if that would benefit or anything. I was just exploring
I'm not
roleplay
sure,
shit.
Yeah. I'm not sure to what end.
Right. Okay.
So what were you be trying to do?
Not necessarily like a psychic communication, but like an emotional communication, like an empathy between two people.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like how an empath would, determine like, oh, this person has a really upset demeanor to them, and then they would match it, and then,
I got that. Okay. So then
Sync up.
make an insight check.
insight. Gotcha.
Oof. Or
Or what? Because that insight roll was garbage.
say maybe like medicine. I know it's a little unusual, but like you're almost doing this at like a physiology standpoint.
Okay.
Even though I know you don't have like organic components like normal. I
Yeah,
guess-
it's just like wood, root, and magical essence, I guess. That is a 14.
14. So though it may not be a means to communicate in the sense that Don's speaking with this entity, we're able to at least kind of match what vibrations it is emitting, to get some sort of sense out of what it's trying to say, at
Okay.
least on an emotion.
Yeah, almost how you would use a tuning fork to like get the note of a guitar, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, okay. So yeah, with that, can I tell what sort of state it is in? As in, is it comfortable? Is it annoyed? Is it, upset?
Okay,
Is it
so
lackluster?
okay, so in this point, make an insight check.
Okay. 7.
7. Yeah, kind of like a neutral state.
Opening up my dice app because this ain't working.
Yeah. You're kind of like, I feel like it's just like kind of like hanging out. That's about it.
Okay. That'll be all for me.
Bryn,
Mm-hmm.
you attempt to mind link with
I-
this.
Do. Yes.
Okay.
Knock knock.
Hello?
Hi.
Huh.
Don.
It's unusual.
Are you the monolith of the plains?
I am.
Hi.
Hi.
I thought you might want to hear
Of the
someone else's
plains.
voice other than Don's for a bit, or be able to converse with someone not through Don for a minute.
Sure.
How long you been in Don's pocket?
I don't really have a perception of time in there.
Oh.
I don't really see like days anymore. Kind of
Gotcha.
hard to explain.
Kind of like the astral sea, being in the astral sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, very similar. to
Yeah.
that. Have you been?
Kind of. There's a creepy floating planet in the astral sea that keeps contacting me in my dreams.
Planet? That sounds about right.
Yeah. How'd you get in the figurine?
That was my
Everybody else just
spiritual
sees Ren going.
Yeah. That was my spiritual essence found in this magical item that is able to commune across different planes of existence.
Yep,
Long story.
I'm sure. It's fair. If you could do anything right now, what would it be?
In this conversation. Just kidding.
Pretty much took the words out of my mouth, actually.
I didn't mean to do that.
I'd rather just get on with whoever you're trying to talk to.
Okay. I just didn't want to use you like that, you know?
No, it's fine. This is all temporary anyway.
Isn't everything temporary?
Yeah, exactly.
I like you, dude.
Thanks.
He's got good vibes.
Seem alright.
Thanks. Don, this guy's alright.
Yeah, I know. He's Monolith of the Plains. Are you guys ready to do this kind of thing?
Let's do this.
Sure.
All right.
Waiting on you.
You see him kind of, he kneels down and just kind of gives you an eye. Like, kind of raises his hand upward. Oh, great and powerful Monolith of the Plains. He likes it when you do that.
Okay, because you just
You
came
hear
at
him
him
still in
so
your head.
common.
I do.
Yeah.
I beseech you to reach out to my former boss, Yantir Kwan, Archfey of Summer. Be so kind as to connect me to him. I will humbly get you more things. I don't know. Whatever you want, man. All right. And so you hear in his voice, did you actually want to talk to Yantir Kwan, or was there someone else you're trying to reach out to?
Oh.
So out
We're
of character,
really. Oh, go ahead.
out of character, is that the guy we were trying to contact? Okay, the summer
Yep, Archfey of Summer.
Archfey of Summer. Okay.
I mean, yes, but only because we think that he has information. If you think that there's someone else that has a better lead on the information we're seeking,
What information are we seeking?
Like who? Like what about?
well, we are trying to figure out how to stop the Cult of the Shattered from putting together the Shattered.
Weren't we gonna? Not with this conflict.
Okay.
And there's this like comet monster that sucked out all the energy out of some storine deposit, and it like was able to infuse these creatures with like this rage energy so that they randomly attack things, and then it like shot out of the cave when we approached, and it left behind this like brain monster, which was really creepy. It was like part story and part brain. Anyway, we were trying to figure out what that was as well, and Dawn thought that maybe the Archfey of Summer might know about that.
Well, I don't know anything about any of that, so I think, yeah, I'll probably just reach out to the Archfey of Summer then.
Cool.
You
You
could
might
just place a collect call for us.
Yeah. All right.
Don will pay you.
After brief moments, you feel, since you're still kind of, you're still kind of, in matching attunement to the monolith, you feel this outward vibration, much stronger than before. And in fact, everyone almost feels the ground quake just a little bit as you can hear this kind of just go out.
Should I be concerned? Should I run a check to see if I should back off? Or
It's up to you.
no, I'm gonna ride this wave.
Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of stand there and look at it. Feel one more. As you then see this tiny little circle of fire burn around the center. It begins to intersect and form this kind of fire-like pattern beneath it. and see it engulf it, and the scimitars are gone. You see this tiny flame emitted in front of the monolith of the plains, and it kind of hangs there. Hey, boss. I've got some people on Tasia that wanted to ask you some questions. I told them I would contact you and send an offering to you. Can please quickly?
Oh, sorry, what?
Come on, you guys come over here quickly, please.
Oh, yeah. Sup? Sup, dude?
So, dude.
Oh, we are in the elven area. That makes
Whoever wants to ask questions, you don't have to stand on those.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi there.
Flame
Name?
just kind of hangs there and flickers a bit.
Okay. Just into the ball. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we have, run into this cult that, seems to be plaguing Istoria, and we think that there might have been, like, a red comet monster thing associated with them, or maybe not associated with them, but it kind of, like, attacked this storine deposit, outside of Milvain, and it was able to like imbue all the creatures in the vicinity with like this rage energy, so they attacked everything. And then when we battled past those, it kind of shot across the sky at a comet, but left behind this like brain monster that was like part storine, part brain, and it was really creepy, and we had to kill it.
Hold your tongue.
Okay. Like
Just-
literally, or
You see the fire kind of go outward as you hear that voice just quickly emitting from you.
Mhm.
You spoke of a brain monster.
Yes.
You see this kind of just pause. Flame flickers there, but no voice in its heart. Am I to understand the shatter is eternal?
Yep.
You saw a piece of the shatter remade then.
Oh, was that what that was?
That creature of rage was a piece of a larger entity known as Keldra. That is the mind of the shatter.
Yeah, we've heard that name before. That's not good.
It is not. If a cult seeks to reform that entity, your
Mm-hmm.
world is in danger.
Yeah. Even more so because I think they have a decent amount of pieces of it already.
Another long pause.
Any idea how to stop that from happening?
Slay all of them that stand in your path.
Just all the cult members.
Yes,
Okay. That's
show them your strength is absolute. There is no questioning your will in this. You will not allow them to succeed because you will conquer them. You will
right.
show yourselves the more capable warriors and end that threat.
I like this.
I love that plan. But if we were to have a plan B, just in case, because they have genies, or a genie, they have Itash enslaved.
You then hear him scream, Itash
Yep.
lives?
Yes, he does.
Unfortunately.
You kind of see Don there just
Yeah, he was captured by one of the Shattered members in an iron flask, and he's they're opening wounds in Tasha.
that usurper tried to claim my throne of the Emblazoned Canyon.
What a dick.
I will see him dead.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So, can I roll a like an Arcana or History or something to like see if I can recall anything about like proper etiquette with Archfey
Sure.
from books and whatnot.
Arcana, yeah.
21.
Generally, they're into making deals
Okay.
and often are ones to twist people's words in their favor.
Okay.
So if you're asking for more than just information,
Do you all have any idea where Patosh is now? That was kind of before Ward and I.
The last time we saw him, he was in the Kartu Desert, in the volcano in the Kartu Desert.
He was with Master Varga.
He was.
Because he was helping to re-up the fountain.
Well, yeah, but then Varga took him back to the volcano to open up the wound that we
Did
closed.
you know that in character?
We did.
you, I think you actually had a conversation with Master Varga
We did.
saying that he served his purpose.
So is how does your psychic link work? Can I like think real hard and you get the message that I'm trying to talk to you?
You can get my attention and I can mind link with you.
It's not like I can look at you and wink. Well, I can shudder.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you could just
just
start
like-
barking.
Yeah.
Kind of look at Ward and go,
It's malfunctioning.
you okay, buddy?
You're just backfiring. That's what it is.
Right.
You okay, buddy?
No reply.
So
Are you speaking to me psychically?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
You okay, buddy? She said in italics.
in italics.
There
There
we
you
go.
go. How funny. From what I recall of Archfey, maybe we could seek a blessing from him to aid us if we offer him something in return, like the head of what's his name? Atash. Atash.
What if we? I mean, you're probably not interested in coming here and getting him, are you, Itash? I mean,
I cannot. You hear this kind of like frustration in his voice. Cannot set foot on Istorian soil.
what would it be worth to you if we brought the iron flask that holds Itash to you?
I would pay a hefty ransom to have Atash back in my realm and in my grasp once again.
Okay, okay. Do you know any knowledge that might aid us in locating the Shattered so that we could get him back? Or anything that you could provide us to aid us in that quest?
I provided you information. It's the most valuable asset.
No, I agree, but you didn't confirm anything we didn't already know. Outside of the piece of the Shattered guy, that was new information, but you didn't really tell us anything that was actionable.
She's
You
got
know.
a point.
She said you're useless.
I did not reach out to you. You reached out to me, asking for my, asking indirect questions. I provide what information I have, and I am told it's not enough.
Just making sure you didn't have any more information. You could have just said, I don't have any more information to give you.
Oh, and
What information do you seek?
The
Ask
location,
direct questions, and I will provide direct answers.
the location of a piece of the shatter would be.
I was about to say something.
Do you know?
Ask the question.
yeah, this is out
Go
loud.
ahead, 'cause, yeah. I'm trying to navigate the psychic mumbo jumbo.
Would you know the location of any of the pieces of the shadow?
Yes, I know the location of all 5 vaults.
That would be
That
pertinent
seems-
information.
That seems dangerous for one person to know where all of them are, but okay.
Only few entities do, those that were around during the ordering of Istoria would. The gods destroyed the Shattered as their first act of trying to tame this landscape. Me and my kin were then banished to our demiplans shortly thereafter.
Well, that seems like a dick
Can you
move.
touch on the map where they are?
The map.
I have no hands to touch the map.
Oh, just
Is
little sparks.
is there any way that you could tell or sense which pieces the cult has recovered?
This was the equinox of summer, maybe, but I do not have that ability right now.
Mm,
Unfortunately, it's passed as well. I cannot tell you until next year.
Hmm.
I can give you their locations.
That'll work.
We would definitely appreciate that information if you trust us with it.
What would I get in return?
A sword worth about 5,000 gold.
That nonsense.
No.
I mean, we've already said we're planning on bringing you a Tosh and its little iron flask. That we put him in.
Are these terms an agreement then? I provide you with the locations and you provide me with Tosh. Not just the flask, but Tosh itself.
Provide us with the location and how the gods killed the Shattered, and we will bring you a Tosh.
It's agreed upon by all parties present.
Oh.
I'm not part of this, so I'm just
He's like,
Can we pop a Tosh out of the flask for you and take the flask?
all I require is a Tosh. I mean, keep
Okay.
the flask.
Once he's in his realm.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Just drop him out over there.
Drop them off to daycare, you know.
Right.
Stick a hand in through the portal, shake him out, bring it back. Close the portal.
If I do not have a Tosh within 1 year's time, then I will assume that you have rescinded upon our agreement. I will send for you.
or we might have died trying.
If you've died trying, then you're beyond my reach. Are these terms an agreement?
Fair enough.
Seems a worthy purpose as any.
Tosh
A Tosh
sucks,
or
so-
proof that a Tosh was destroyed.
Matosh.
No. A Tosh.
A Tosh. Right. Okay.
I mean, Tosh sucks, so sure.
Fuzzy, eh? Okay.
Hmm?
Oh, your side of the tale sounds fuzzy.
Fuzzy. Fuzzy was it?
Oh, your game's up super high. Those are really okay. Kelsey, if you can let us know how they sound now, we appreciate it.
How do I sound now?
Terrible. Gross. Never again.
How rude.
How about now, Benson? May need to adjust the microphone too. Christian's a little bit off center. Okay, perfect.
Boom.
I can turn you down a bit more too. I know your gain's up really high, voice-wise.
Am I that quiet? Damn.
Say it with
Were,
your
but then I
chest.
added. I think you and Lambert now are on the same line, so I may need to actually turn you down. That could have been the fuzzy problem too. Like
Gotcha.
typically, when you sound fuzzy, your gain's up too high. So
Gotcha.
I've adjusted. Hopefully that helps. Okay, so as you all kind of stand there and wait for a moment, the deal is agreed upon.
Yeah, I think so. Unless anybody objects. Chris, Jake.
I don't care enough. I just wanna-
Place your hand within the fire to seal it.
That seems extra, but
You see this, you feel this kind of burning sensation in your palm as you see this little kind of fiery flame get burned into your palm and then vanishes. And you're back normal again.
I follow suit.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it.
Everyone has the same happen. Okay. As everyone finishes, then, Yantir indicates the 5 different vaults. One is buried beneath my map, so I can name things appropriately.
So we're doing a 1-year time skip of this, right?
Just so you can immediately have people hunt you down? Yeah, sure. If you want.
A lot can happen in a year.
Are my things. There we go. Okay. So pull up this map. Oof. Yeah. I'll pull them up through coordinates. A lot better in here than they do on the exports. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so as Yantir indicates, one is south of the Kartu Desert, north of the Calvin Forest, approximately central in the continent of Tasha, buried deep within the ground. So we'll recognize this. That's Pharaohfall. Or beneath it.
Check.
Another is on the eastern edge of the Kartu Deserts, west of the Aberjan Ridge, approximately in the center of that area as well. Which I recognized was the volcano place before Tasha's lair.
Are they all on this plane of existence?
We're about to find out.
The third is south of Prethos, nestled within the Menunin Sea. Which, if somebody wants to make a history or survive, no, this would be a history check.
That should be you,
Or nature,
Mister. I
maybe?
come from the sea.
This is, I don't know where geography would fall under. I think history technically.
What do you got in history?
South of where?
I only
Which
have
sea?
2, but
South
if
of
it's Fae Fiend or
Tethos,
Undead,
It's not Fae-Fiend.
nestled
I
within
have
the
an
something sea. Which sea?
Menunin.
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 or
Menunin.
to recall information about a darker past surrounding an object you are touching or a
Menunin.
location you are present in. So we're
Definitely
not
not
there.
present there.
Yeah. Really recall lore about historical
I have
events,
a +2 in
people,
history.
kingdoms, past disputes, recent wars, and lost civilizations. That's what history says.
That would-
Okay.
I could give it a try.
What do you have in history?
Where was this at?
2.
What do you have in history? Oh, I have an 8.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, you should do it.
gotta teach you this lesson, old man.
What's the D6?
Someone give this man guidance.
8 and 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19.
19. Okay.
Okay. I was looking at my character sheet like, do I
Oh,
have
shit.
something I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know about?
Sorry, he's getting different games mixed up. That was actually not the correct location, but not far off. Not that anybody would know the difference anyway, but I still want to keep things canonical in my own. He has told you then that it is within the Boar Ocean.
Boar?
BHOR.
Okay.
Off the Boar Ocean, specifically within the Forlorn Sea.
The Everlorn Isle.
No.
Off the Boar Ocean in the Forlorn Sea.
all the pretty gin look like this.
I need to save this rabbit shit in like some sort of editing program so I can like draw on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Doodle fix on it.
Like the newscaster lady.
So many
I want to put them all
The most
together
thicket will have.
and make like a
Yes.
Yeah,
world.
there aren't trees there. It's just digs.
There will be a cave on the southern end.
Oh God.
There you go. The last two.
Especially like a flying lesbian at a fish market.
Bowie. There we go.
No, thank you.
Tony, you good?
I'm good. Yeah. The next one
And
he
then
mentions is nestled within the Kyre Sea.
What? See? Oh, Kyre.
Kyre Sea. Off the coasts of Nice.
What is Nias?
That is a different continent.
But the Kyre Sea is right off Warthog.
What?
K-I-R-E?
Well, son of a bitch. Apparently, I've named two seas the Kyre Sea. Let me
Oh.
fix that on one of my maps then.
Is it the Kyre Sea or just the Kyre Sea?
Is
Oh.
it the other sea? It's not that one, is what you're saying.
It's K-I-R-E, or it's K-Y-R-E versus K-I-R.
Oh, the
See,
Kyr
that's
Sea.
how I actually
The
spelled
Kira.
it the first time. Kyre.
The heroes.
I should probably just change the name, because that makes more sense than me being like, no, it's Kyre, not Kyre.
Kyre? No. Kyre.
Yeah, no, Kyre.
Kyre.
Yeah.
No, you gotta
Yeah.
go to the Kyre Sea, not the Kyre.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about Cairo?
No.
Frog insurance?
Kira?
Fraud insurance. We're on the same page.
I mean, you can leave the one out there by Niasir as the Kyre, and then we can just change the one next to Ortharm.
Yeah, but that's not this map. That's not working with this map. So we will call it.
Oh, dang it. Now I got that stuck in my head, Jason.
Reddit. Let's see.
All the
Yeah.
pretty girls walk
Oh,
like
thank you.
these. Yes.
That's what you said. What do you give that, Barn?
I don't know how we're
See, I
supposed
just want to call it like Jagged Peaks, but I'm like, that's a different thing.
to.
Oh.
It is a. Ooh. You guys want to name it? It's a
Ooh.
sea with a bunch of giant, spiky mountains that jut out of the ground.
Oh,
So hardly traversable.
kind of like the sea from that animated series back in the 90s. Was it the Black Sea? This Black Ocean.
It just sounds like the entire world of
Sinbad
Dragon Ball
kinda
Z, because
looking
all has
thing.
little
Yeah,
peaks everywhere.
Mm.
What
Hold
else are
on.
they gonna get thrown through?
Gotta break some sort of terrain.
Mm.
We have
I
a bunch
mean,
of
you gotta have
rocks.
so many mountains in that world because they're getting broken constantly.
Yeah. Should just be an world like after the whole series ends, just a world of plains, just smooth surface, no mountains.
smooth.
Imagine
the Ovo Small.
From all the spots where.
Think of how much they've affected the weather. Like
Yeah.
all those changes, the entire
Yay, nay.
The barbed
Hmm?
sea?
The Ovos Maw.
Ovos. What is Ovos?
Just a word I generated in my brain.
Okay. I didn't know if it had an origin.
Right?
My brain. My brain
Yeah.
sponge.
Yeah, Ovo Small. There
Alright.
it is.
What is it? Obos?
The Ovo Small. O-V-O-S. I made it.
Ovos. Like the part of a Female. Got it.
What
Ovos.
what Mercer always
Oh.
said something about a maw.
Goofy moth.
Toothy maw? What's that?
Toothy
Okay.
maw. Yeah. Oh no, I'm thinking of ova.
Okay, so the ovos maw.
Ovos.
Almost.
Road trip.
Sounds
Okay.
ominous. I want to go there.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah. We are.
Wait,
it's
um,
gonna be great.
So he's not willing to like part with the information of which of these spots have already been hit up.
He doesn't know.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't know until the next equinox.
We
Oh,
can
okay.
probably assume they got the one that's in Natasha's lair and just guess it.
And the one that was in Fairfield Fall.
I assume you guys know that something that happened before.
Yeah, so
That's the town we keep telling everybody we cleansed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Yep.
is there any reason that we would have seen an inverted pyramid very similar to the thing that you're coming out of in Pharaoh Fall, where one of the locations of the piece of the shattered is?
Did you some coffee?
So you're talking to Yantir Kwan, who is not the monolith of the plains.
What do you mean?
Speaking to you.
Oh,
through-
the monolith of the plains is the one that. Okay, that's right. Never mind. I'm getting
There's
there's
3 parties here.
I-
There's our benefactor.
Don's gone.
Oh yeah, Don.
And Don's
dips.
like, I'm just gonna back up a little bit.
I ain't making no deals with nobody.
Although I mean, I guess the question would still. The monolith of the plains. Why does his phylactery, for lack of a better term, resemble something that we found at the location of one of these pieces of the shattered?
Fair question.
So you're trying to make a connection?
I'm literally asking him.
You're asking the monolith
Yeah.
that?
Well, I'm asking the Fey guy. Yeah.
Well, you should
Yantir
bring
kind
that
of-
up.
I don't know what method you've used to contact.
You encountered the shattered?
The monolith of the plains.
I understand what you're saying.
I don't know.
I don't understand what
Yeah.
the difference is.
Eh.
I don't understand the question. Can you repeat that?
There was one more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
One more.
Uno más locación.
That's pretty good.
There we go with that. Also made another one. Last one's on the section that is Sorius. I don't know if I've explained. It's where I was like, I've made so many maps. Do I need to make more?
The answer is yes.
Make a lot of maps.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
There we go. Okay. So, he then indicates that the last piece discussed is. Deep within the northeastern portion of the Swords, along the mountain range.
Frasorius.
The Swords.
Fesorius. Within the what?
The northeastern mountain range, approximately the central portion.
Sorry, Tony, what was that last?
About the central portion of the mountain range that resides on the northeastern corner of Fesorius.
Okay. Central.
Which that's a place we don't have a map of.
Correct.
Okay.
Going there first.
Don't do it. I made a map. It just isn't in Incarnate.
What's about to be incarnated?
Incarnation dust.
This-
Reincarnation dust.
Oh, hang on.
That's how you make it disappear.
That is a massive continent.
Whoa!
I want to go
Yeah,
there.
as you can see, I still need to convert it.
What are
Fine.
what are the seas? Where is this?
This is Fesorius.
Yeah, but like on what
Jeez.
ocean?
Yeah.
Good.
We did the exact same time.
Damn it.
What?
There was a fuzzy, and I noticed it, and he noticed it, and he blew at the same time I blew, and I didn't know he was gonna.
Go it that way.
Nice.
Can you port us to this one?
That's yummy.
I don't want it.
What were you asking?
Oh, you know.
I honestly don't.
The guy we're talking to.
Northeastern mountain. So like up
Yep.
here somewhere.
There's a big dark spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That looks like
I
a.
wonder what. Huh.
I wonder if they're all dark spots on the maps.
Wait, you're telling me none of them are on the Isle of Eternal Shadow?
None of them are.
That's a sad story.
I figured
However,
that could be the
one-
next one we'd go get.
One is in the ocean south of the Eternal Isle, and maybe you get there that way, because I don't know how to get to one in the middle of an ocean.
Wait, what?
Swim real good.
Swim real good, kitty
I'm gonna go
cat.
and pull us away now.
Okay.
Can you,
Oh.
So I've yet to finish it. Oh, right. Nobody on stream saw it. That's fine. It's not done anyway. It's good. That one's gonna take me a little while to finish because like there's a lot that I need to convert. So, for your own purposes, I made all of my original maps in the Age of Wonders 3 editor because it was great. And as you can see, when you scroll out, I mean that's a fantasy map.
Yeah, it's a good looking map.
The problem though is that you can't export that in any sort of high resolution. You can just take a screenshot.
Oh.
There were like people who made maps just like I did within their campaign editor and made requests of the developer like, hey, can you like just make that a thing that you can export just that like, you know, text or not text, but that like, you know, artistic portion of it. And the developer's like, I love the idea. It's so cool you're using it for D&D, but we don't have the time for that. And I'm like,
It'd be
That
like,
makes
dude,
me sad.
we would pay.
honestly.
Like,
And then Incarnate became a thing, and I was like, okay, I can just do this.
I mean, think if everyone paid like $10 to be able to just get all their maps out, they'd probably make a lot of money.
Yeah, for an export of just that, because like the game interprets this. Like this is the thing. Over here. But
Can you put labels on it or no?
no. So that's
Oh.
the thing. It's just a picture. But it's a decent one. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
Nice picture.
So yeah,
I'm sure someone probably could have made a mod.
I would wager that they probably did, but I never really looked into it much. But in any case, I've already went through the process of revamping 3 of the continents that I've made, so I'm gonna finish the last one. Hopefully, the last one,
I feel like
because there could be another I make at some
I
point.
think I've sent you like a map maker on Steam. 'Cause I think they exist.
I mean, I use Incarnate because like all
Yeah.
the things that you've seen, like
No, there was another one. Who knows?
On all your maps is north up.
generally
No.
yes.
Remember?
Since we've established this now,
Right.
generally yes.
Okay.
That's
I'm
such a-
trying to
such a big
like
issue
look
before.
at your map of the Ambercrown Isles. Or no, yeah, Ambercrown Isles and
Oh no, Ambercrown Isles is not north is up.
okay. What about Gnald and Nyasir?
Naldnysir, yes.
Okay.
The gnome.
So are Gnald and Nyasir like to the east of Asia?
Okay, so we're talking like world map now. At this
Yeah.
I think I made one of them that was just like I'm gonna copy and paste each one of the things that I've made and then just drop it into Paint, just so I can keep myself honest.
Mm-hmm. It's like Lower Ocean is here. The Searing Chamber, that sounds ominous.
Awesome.
So as he's telling us these locations, Ward's gonna do his best to mark the locations on his personal map. That is.
Oh, there's an X marks the spot here.
I know I saved it somewhere. I don't know where it's at now.
And are all
I'll find it.
these locations that he's telling us, is it off of this or is
Can
it off
you,
something
as
like
part
that?
of telling us where these locations are, can you tell us how to get the one in the middle of the ocean?
And like the locations
Is
that
it
he's telling us where the
underground?
pieces of
Is
the
it?
Shattered are?
How do we get
Are they
something
like,
like that?
on this
The
map?
one within the Blue
or
Ocean
am I not
was
seeing
nestled
all the
within an island
everything?
chain known as the
They're not
Barceri
all
Islands.
Oh,
You
oh,
get
okay, okay.
What?
Barceri Island? Is that what-
Yes, Barceri Island was, as far as I know, where that was buried beneath.
The south of Krethos one?
Yeah.
But if you're speaking of Ildra, then I can tell you that he's already escaped his confinement within that vault.
Okay, so
What
they
about
have
the-
at least 3.
What about the one on the mall? 'Cause that was also in water. Is it another island chain in there, or
No, that one would have been buried underwater.
Under the sea.
You ever need like a custom map, like
So we have
hand
2
drawn?
still
I
in
can
play.
do this really easy
Potentially.
because they have brush packets that like you can literally turn like these trees into brushes, and you just, just draw everything you need.
So Ovo small
Underwater.
and northeast portion of Istoria. are the
Which,
2 that they may not have yet.
You actually would know that.
We were looking at the map and I was like, I live right there.
Yeah.
I can see mine.
And then, yeah. And then actually,
Do you wanna go home?
Jake and Pat, if you want to make history checks, on that last one,
Take me home.
see if you can recall a bit of
Controversial.
information.
Not great.
This
Oh,
is
is it?
on Thesorius? Is that one?
Get a plus 12. Or as you say.
D6.
Like a D6.
A magical rule.
The root is
Dice?
from near here.
Okay.
I just had that. Oh, never mind.
So 13.
13.
13. Just kind of sorting through your memories, and actually, you would take this more to heart. That's where Andre's from. Yeah, he's from the continent of Istoria, where Minotaur run a little bit bigger.
They juice over there.
Something in the water.
Interesting that the Minotaurs were located near 2 of the hiding places.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, near is relative, because you could also say like it's Linkali or near one of them,
And
but that's more
there-
also by circumstance.
evil.
So what do I know about the Ovo small?
Very dangerous sea. People don't go through there. It's basically intraversal.
It's like a no man's land,
Yeah.
Is that just because of all the
jagged.
jagged rocks?
Jagged
or
rocks as
also
well.
beasts?
Beasts too, but more so just the jagged rocks. Like there's nothing of value that people have there. So like there's no trade routes that go through there. Kind of the usual kind of undertows that suck ships in, as well as smash them against the rocks. It's just
Beast you can
Introversing.
fight. Rocks can't fight rocks.
a good place to bury something. You don't want anybody to get to it.
You said something about sucking boats under. Oh,
Yo, put some emphasis on that sucking.
sucking the boats under.
Sure.
A lot of
You know,
tension.
I know I have a picture of the world. I'll find it.
I don't want
So, that should be what he gets you.
Darn. And so the deal is, in 1 year's time, we have to bring him the. Do we have to bring him alive or dead? Does it matter?
Alive. He was very insistent, I think.
Okay.
He was. Proof
Yeah,
is,
bring him-
yeah, and nope.
Hitash alive, or else he's gonna send forces to hunt us down and make us pay.
Correct.
or something of the sort.
The interplanet police office.
Mm-hmm.
The IPP.
What the?
So this is probably important for us to remember the time frame on this, unlike how we did with the meeting with the Ranger General. Just
Yep.
like, whoopsie-doo, we forgot to go to our appointment.
Well, slightly higher stakes.
We didn't know that
366
appointment existed.
366 days from now, we're gonna show up in the fireplane with the Tosh and be like, oh,
Well,
I mean, one day, come on.
A contract is a contract.
I mean, we still brought him.
yeah. Okay.
Still be the Interpol.
For your own information, the Nald and Iasir are along the like equatorial line and are technically larger continents. Actually, I think they're about the same size as Tasha. Tasha itself rides a little far northern, more like moderate climates. If I can recall correctly, Nald and Iasir, there. Amber Crown Isles are south of Tasha, where let's see if I can pull up the map. Going all from memory and the way I had laid out the oceans and stuff.
Well, you have. If the Amber Crown Isles north isn't north, then we probably have to tilt it
Correct. Yes.
in order for it to be south of Tasha.
Right, if I recall correctly.
So, like, this would need to go here.
Right. Sorry. So it is more south of Nald than of Tasha.
Amber Crown
I mean-
Isles?
Yes. Sorry. It is south of Tasha, but also it kind of wraps like where it would wrap around the globe. Like Frostbreak Cliffs are closer to the southern.
Pole?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah. So we'll put it.
Whereas like
yeah.
the Prunso Island is closer to the north.
The what?
On Tasha, the Prunso Island is closer to the north. That's the
Overhead.
It's not the North Pole, but it's like it's closer
Oh.
north.
Then that is where?
Closer, like that's the most northern portion. Tasha itself should actually be kind of like rotated a little bit.
I
Not-
see.
Not pure north is where like the Ozone Mountains reside across the entire northern portion of the continent.
Mhm.
But it is slightly tilted more to where Prunso Island is more north, and everything else is kind of offset,
Gotcha.
which makes things a little more confusing. But that's the way that the globe works.
That's okay.
And
So then the island that's closest to Tasha in the Amber Crown Isles would be Zalgu?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So it's like or like
Where?
Zalgu and Grukag and
Oh, that's my area. So I'm
Hideo.
from. So I have a better idea of how to get to this place.
Actually, yes. So, you know that the Forlorn Sea is east of Hideo. If you have the
Yep.
Amber Crown Isles, up. You know it's east of Rashir Island. So it is near the Bora Ocean, but not immediately next to it. The
Is
Forlorn
it a
East of
crossable
Hideo.
thing?
It is, but also difficult to get through. It's a place that's not unlike other areas
one?
of the
this
world,
one for Sorius?
fraught with difficulties and dangers. Specifically, the Forlorn Sea is also
Forlorn Sea.
known to have not just difficulty.
Oh.
There's a heavy pirate
Pirate
presence
stuff.
within the Amber Crown Isles, and they go around the Forlorn Sea. But the Forlorn Sea also has a number of monsters and weather patterns, both of the more naturally occurring and magically occurring variety. So, best to be avoided unless you really are desperate or, well, desperate one way or another, I guess.
We need to find a way to teleport around. We don't have time for this.
But, as indicated by Yantir Kwan, that vault's likely been cracked open.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys saw a big, red, angry brain creature kind of thing, then yeah, Kildraw's already out.
I thought that was the one south of the island, in the middle of the ocean.
No, that was the Forlorn B one.
Yes.
Oh.
The one that's in the middle.
So where should we go? Oh, okay. So I guess we should probably finish the conversation.
We need to finish our conversation because he owes us one more piece of information.
Yeah, so you're looking at the Obos Maw as one of your destinations. And then the mountain range on Thesorius
Right.
as your next. As the next.
But that's the one that none of us have any actual geographical information on. We just know that Dorgarian just knows that that's where Andre's from.
Correct.
Okay. But we
And-
at least have a party member who knows where the Ovos Ma is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Thesorius is a supercontinent. Everything technically is connected, but it is massive. It's probably about twice the size of Asia.
Like Australia sized?
Asia's Australia sized?
No, is for Sorius.
Thesorius is a supercontinent, so it's much larger.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like Europe,
Eurasia?
Yes.
Okay.
Compared to
Cool.
Australia.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. Wait, what?
Is Tasia Australia sized?
No,
No?
Asia's
Is it
probably
really
like,
big?
Asia's probably about the size of like North America.
North America?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know Australia's small, right?
I know. The maps look small.
Unfortunately, with because we're working with this all the time, scale is
Yeah.
always relative.
Yeah.
Than
I
more-
need what's the thing called that tracks distance?
Yeah, I
A
should.
banana for scale.
Well,
There you go. Yeah, banana. Yeah.
The non-internet version of that.
Yeah.
Just for all maps, have a layer that we could turn off and on that is Australia for Emily.
Oh, right.
For
Yeah.
scale.
Yeah. I could put that as a layer. That wouldn't be hard.
Right, for
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
So, after providing this information, Tyr says you have your 5 vaults. You know of which ones have been already opened.
Mhm.
Good luck on preventing the others.
We actually also need to know how the gods defeated the Shattered.
Ah, yes. They shattered it.
I saw that go.
My character
So did
audibly
I.
laughs in the background. Like, that's fantastic.
Like with a weapon with godly
Gong.
powers.
Godly powers.
Okay. Drawn and quartered. I don't know.
Like one big beam. I have a spell
Creature-
called Shattered.
The creature was once known as Unrotnog.
A rock knock?
Excuse me, Unrotnog.
Plus,
Rock.
so
It was the most powerful creature on Tasha, and its destruction could not be avoided.
good old rock.
But it was so intrinsically entwined with Tasha. I'm sorry, with Istoria. With Istoria, that its destruction was not possible. So it was broken into pieces, placed within vaults, kept here. The other great monsters were slain. The gods. Well, there was division amongst them after that. Thus, we Archfey were banished, versus destroyed. And the dragons were given their choices to make.
Because we didn't think everyone could live in harmony together. And by we, I mean the gods. Obviously, I'm not one, but like, you know.
The gods thought they were providing order to a desperate and violent world. And they did to some degree. But in doing so, they disrupted the natural order of how this world would have been. Me and my kind would have been happy to stay on the planet and find our places.
Would you have it back if you could?
You see this fire kind of emitted. It dulls slightly. I do long to return home. This plane has been a refuge, but it's not where I'm from.
You're actually from Tasha?
I was.
I'm so sorry.
When faced with obliteration or sanctuary, as gods put it, one must choose sanctuary.
They did the same to the dragons. It's just awful. I don't understand it.
Nor do I, but when beings of unfathomable power presenting you with either your absolute destruction or choose or. I have
Maybe.
made a home within the emblazoned canyon for myself, but I wish I could return home like my followers, like Don.
Yeah, John.
Maybe one day something not world ending could check that power. Maybe.
Maybe. Time will tell. There have been many upstarts since our banishment, but we'll see if things change. Until then, slay your enemies. Make sure they do not destroy what planet you have.
Hear the lamentations of their women. Sorry.
Okay.
One more quick question. Do you think the remaining pieces of the Shattered would be safer in a place of civilization than where they are right now?
Absolutely not. They were placed within the place that were chosen to make sure that prying eyes, ears, and hands were not trying to wrest them from their places of sanctity and security. Mortals cannot be fully trusted. Individuals like yourselves, with fiery hearts, a bit of nobility to yourselves. You're rare. Much like you've seen already, this cult has people willing to do harm to others without any sort of impunity or caution. While I understand that strong do survive and the weak often perish, it does not always have to be so. Truly, those who seek to undo everyone, those are the ones who face. And that weakness. Have you any more questions, or may I return to my affairs?
I have one. Should we wrestle the
Puppets.
Is he gone?
No.
Oh, I was
The
like,
flame's still there,
rude.
but you can see him just like,
What? No.
Should we wrestle the pieces of the Shattered from the Cult of the Shattered? We won't be able to just put them back where they were taken from. What would you suggest we do with them if the Shattered is so tied to this to this world, we can't necessarily destroy them. But, like I said, we can't put them back to where we got them from. What should we do?
Destroying those pieces of their corporeal form will cause them to regenerate within their vaults, which those vaults should automatically seal once again upon the regeneration of that form. Destroy the pieces. That is all you must do.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, Yantir, it's been real. We appreciate your time.
And yours. If I do not have Atash in my grasp in a year, you'll be hearing from me.
Yeah. Slay your enemies, raise up your armies, all that. Got it.
Good. He's then seen. Playing games. John looks. It's about the best conversation I've ever seen.
He is intense.
Oh, you have no idea.
You had to work with that guy?
I think he was nice to you. Really nice.
I
He
mean,
was pretty heated.
Yeah.
I did not get a warm fuzzy feeling.
I did.
It's like the burns back in the throat feel.
There's a warm fuzzy in there. I saw it.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Rin just sees the good in everyone.
If we bring him a Tosh, I feel like
Yeah.
get a warm
Oh
fuzzy.
yeah, you ought to do that because you guys ever fought like a dragon before?
Yep.
No, like
Like a real dragon. Yep.
I'm just gonna take out my dragon slaying sword.
oh, okay, that's pretty nice. Yeah.
So like they're fun.
Yeah, Yantir's on like imagine like somebody scarier than a dragon.
They're not that scary.
Sure, you probably were a little alarmed at the fighting one. Didn't
I
think they would
mean-
hear any.
Should we have said?
Oh, you mean like something scarier like Chimera?
I was just about to say, should we have said Chimera?
Yeah, something like
So-
that.
Yeah.
To
We can
Yantir?
warn. We can-
I don't think Yantir would care.
Actually, Don would know. Wait, Kaiku?
Yeah, you know, like a crazy ancient dragon, right?
Like very, very ancient.
Worm
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
That's
Great worm.
Yantir's part dragon.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I thought I mentioned. Okay. Yeah, no, he is.
Oh,
Um,
maybe that's why I like him.
Archfey have such like belief and power within themselves that they can kind of change their form to a certain degree. So like, Yantir was obsessed with the dragons, so he kind of partially became one.
Maybe that's why I feel kinship with him.
Hide your kids.
Dragons
hide your
are
wives.
cool.
Hey, yeah, sure.
I think they
It's
should
not
come
so s-
back.
I'll say this: it's not super cool when they're like flying just over your head to scare you. So
Maybe they're just playing.
yeah, that is
Or
true.
hunting.
But is there anything cooler than flying on the back of a dragon, reaching heights that you couldn't even reach with a broom, and just knowing that, you know, you're just experiencing the wind like someone who was born for it? There's nothing like it.
Just change into something that can fly. That's pretty cool. So
Like a giant eagle?
yeah,
Ward is ready.
My automaton body is ready.
all right. Well, I think that went about as well as it could have. Is ready to head back?
Yeah.
Here for
Yeah,
a while.
sure.
It's up to you.
Can we swim?
Yeah, sure.
I want to swim.
There are monsters in the water.
Like
wanna
what
swim.
kind?
I mean, you're probably.
Okay.
Are their parts worth anything?
I'm gonna go put my foot in this guy.
Well done.
Nice.
I'll give you inspiration for that. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Hey.
Also wasn't lost to me, Pat. That was a pretty good one, too.
Huh?
You say he says something.
Heated.
You both made jokes, yeah, about the fire puns. They weren't lost on me. Yeah, so you take a dip in the water, and it's it's a little cool and everything. It's definitely nice, given that summer sun's
Mhm.
definitely beaming down on you. But yeah, it feels nice.
I need to figure out how to fast travel to these places.
Agreed.
Okay, so do I have I mean, can I think back to how long of a trip it was just from the islands where I came from
How long
to
did it take you to
Asia?
get here?
Weeks.
Huh?
Weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah.
it's not short.
No.
Because we need to go where you were.
And yeah, same with you. It was actually probably
Weeks.
it was definitely weeks. Probably like a couple months.
Yeah, so it was weeks
Couple months
plus
to get here.
multiple to the Amber Crown.
Yeah, Amber Crown. Amber Crown is slightly more direct of a travel path by boat, since you're going up to Nald and then Nald over to Station. But you would have had to have gone around Niasir and then get Nald, then from Nald over to Station.
So is Nald not next to Niasir like it is on the map?
It is. But like you lived on the eastern portion of Niasir, so you would have had to have gone around.
I want to see like a world.
Yeah.
That would help me put it all together.
Yeah, I had one at one point. I even actually tried to. There was one point in time I had a basketball, printed out my maps, and I was like, okay, this is how it's gonna work. So I was placing them down like on a globe effectively. Yeah, it didn't work. It wasn't the basketball was too small. I needed something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go with the beach ball, otherwise it punctured. So yeah. Don't know where the medium is. Guess I could print smaller pictures technically, but that would be weird. So,
Gotta go bigger.
exactly.
I mean, you could lay them flat, kind of.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. I
You-
wanted a globe, like real, like
Yeah.
put it in
YouTube-
mind.
YouTube how to make a globe. For some reason, I've seen one of those videos before, and I don't remember why, but I
Okay.
did.
I know what we do. Talk about it offline.
Okay, that'll work.
Paper mache
Yep.
around
the beach ball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Same thing we did.
I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
It's that Arctic bond.
there you go. As your business wraps up within the ritual circle, and you have a nice little dip within the Guaniel Lake. What do you want to do now?
Go get my armor so I can stop being armorless. That's really. And on the road again.
So with plane shift, I can potentially teleport us to a location.
Can you?
Wouldn't you have to plane shift twice though?
But yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is we'd have to plane shift to another plane and then come back to.
Well, we're gonna have to do that anyway, but depending on where we plane shift to, both the tuning forks that we have take us to places that have fucky time.
Good point.
So the Astral Sea?
The Astral Sea or the Feywild.
Yeah,
Both have
it's true.
not linear time.
Good point.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Yeah, we could be gone for 5 minutes and be gone for 5 months accidentally.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
Depends on how Tony's feeling.
Yeah.
Also, I was gonna
You
say
get back,
also,
you're like, how long has it been? 5 months. Fuck!
It's
where-
been 364 days.
we would
Yeah.
also have to
Hey,
go.
man.
We'd have to go long rest and then come back.
You can only do plane
It's
shift
fair.
once.
One
Yeah, I
way.
only have
It's-
one 7th level spell slot.
Yeah,
We would need
very well
8
could be, right?
hours wherever we go.
Right, so that long rest will put you at a full day. So then roll my chart.
Who knows? I wish I knew plane shift.
500 years later, the Shatter is ruling.
Hey, you're a druid. Learn tree
Come back
stride.
like, is it the nighttime? No, it's
Tree
midday.
stride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's really dark outside. And those red clouds over there
So
don't
we
seem
can-
normal.
Is that a spell?
Yeah, you can teleport to a tree.
I was looking at spells earlier because I had
Oh,
reserved
tree
for
stride?
some, and I did not see it in my lists.
Yeah, that's like, I think 5th or 6th level magic.
I can
Okay.
only go up to the 2nd level right now.
Yeah.
That would be why.
We didn't have to go to the tree.
Well, yeah.
Well, we can figure ways around that.
I think if you're familiar with the tree, or like, there's a certain stipulation that like you don't have to have been there or something. I can't. Maybe you do.
Tree.
It is a 5th level conjuration.
There you go.
Oh, it's only within 500 feet.
Oh yeah.
No way.
No, that's the one you teleport
Right.
from.
Hang on. Right. That's tree stride. So that allows you to flip.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
You instantly know the location of all trees of the same kind within 500 feet.
Point is, it's
Right.
500 feet.
Yeah. But there's-
No. Enter a tree and move from inside it to inside another tree of the same kind within 5. I didn't see that first sentence. I saw this 500 and I went.
See the first sentence.
I went to the first 500 I saw, which was in the middle of the paragraph.
Yeah, that tracks.
Why do I think they're?
I thought,
I thought that was one.
what is the one that Keyleth uses?
That's absolutely a spell. I don't remember the name. Because I know that doesn't exist. I thought it was 6th level, which it probably is. It's just a different name. It's eluding me for some reason right now. All right, 6th level druid spells. This is what we're doing on our
Transport
stream.
via
There you go.
plants.
Okay.
What is it?
Transport via plants.
Oh.
Oh, larger inanimate plant within range, and another
So it
plant
doesn't have to
at
be a
any
tree.
distance on the same plane of existence. You must have seen or touched the destination plant at least once before.
It's a 6th level spell, though, still.
Duration's around. Yeah.
It's only available for druids. How do I
Um,
get druid spells, Tony?
Be a druid.
You do know.
Magic initiate.
So, I have an
Wait,
idea.
sixth
That's a
level.
bard.
Oh, yeah.
Spells from
Well, hold on.
other
Can I?
Classes,
Maybe.
How would I?
Oh, lore bard.
magic secrets or whatever.
So here's the problem. My
Okay.
character has an idea.
Okay.
Not my character. My player has an idea.
Okay.
How can I check to see if my player would know it? Because it'd be more of knowing if a certain spell exists.
What's your
I
idea?
need to get to 10th level.
And just buy a scroll.
I'm not college lore.
But I don't know that,
What am I?
he hates magic. Why would he know that?
But he's researched on it though too. So you've had to look into magic things. So
Yeah, I mean, you
I would say
like
that's
just because
reasonable.
you don't like it and don't use it doesn't mean you wouldn't study it so that you could be apt to combat it.
Okay.
I'm College of Glamour,
Um,
not
I give you that,
College
yeah.
of Lore.
Okay.
or
So-
you for that
So I could have gotten
I
it
assume
if
we're walking
if
back.
got
I would just
College of
say-
Lore.
Guys, we could
Hmm.
just buy a scroll of teleport. That seems like an easier option than finding a druid and hoping that the right kind of tree exists. Also, roots don't go under oceans.
But that's a
there's
one-time
kelp.
use
You
scroll,
can-
and those
you can
scrolls
buy
are
more than one scroll.
those scrolls are expensive, and we don't have any more party funds
Kelp,
because y'all
kelp.
shop,
You're terrible.
and we haven't dungeon crawled in a while, and y'all went shopping, so we have no party funds to buy scrolls.
Right, right.
Listen, first of all, we can find out how much they are.
They're expensive.
7th level, yeah.
Yeah, it's not cheap. I assume it's gonna be strong.
Yeah. I mean, they are consumable though, which does reduce costs.
Yeah.
So
We
that
would need at least
helps.
2.
Man, it's a
Um,
shame we don't have a wizard that could just like study it.
Yeah. Ooh.
What?
I mean, technically, if we
The recommended prices.
10,000. Oh wow.
20,000.
How much is a
50,000?
how much is a revive?
More digits?
Wait, what kind of revive? No, but you were closer with 20.
25,000. We don't have that.
We've never had that.
We
Not even
did.
close, baby.
What was the revive thing?
I was just asking, like, when you go to like have a party member get revived,
Oh, a scroll of revivification. for
Yeah.
example?
those are only 500 gold at Baldur's Gate.
Listen,
That's
Tony's
nice.
like, I wish this game would have never came out.
No, I'm having so much fun with it. I'm
It's
glad it
also
did.
a third level spell.
750.
I thought it was like an 8 or 9 level spell.
No, Revivify.
Oh.
You're thinking like
Resurrection,
Yeah.
or true
True
resurrection
Resurrection's
is
ninth
9th level. Yeah.
Maybe
It's
I
like
thought
you just
so.
speak the person's name and they appear.
pretty
Oh,
much,
wow.
yeah.
So,
But
I want this person alive.
Resurrection.
But I have resurrection dust, so NBB.
Basically.
You have reincarnation dust.
it's actually
one.
well,
Or
it
even
is
piece of
different.
it.
Oh yeah, you might not come back in your body. You might be
right.
like Beth.
Could come back
It's a
as
little
like a
surprising.
toad.
Teleport is actually
Yeah.
just purple. There's
Or
no
a goblin, like
components.
not.
That's so
But you do also get to roll a d100 and see if it fucks up, which is fun.
Here's the
Alright.
story.
So, side notes. Spell scrolls.
Yeah.
Oh. If the spell is on your class's spell list, so it has to be on your class's spell list. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible.
So you have to
What
be
if-
able to know the spell from your spell list to be able to
What if
decipher the
it's-
scroll to use it.
Really?
What if it's on your class's spell list? You're just not high enough level to cast it. Can you still do it?
Yes,
Still be able to do it.
there's a little bit of risk involved, but yes.
Is teleport on
It's conjuration.
either
So-
of your classes
What?
spell list? Is teleport?
On
I've gotten-
sorcerers, it should be on sorcerer, right?
I would think.
I think it
Or
is.
bard.
But also, you have the recall thing, right?
Yes. It's on both sorcerer and
That
bard.
takes us back to.
I have the ability to take
So if we teleported,
Anytime.
teleport.
somewhere. we would
Yeah,
have
I
to
can get us
consider
back.
I thought we could just go.
What's the
pay
other one?
Can we pay
Teleport
someone
or
to
what?
teleport us?
Yeah.
That's probably.
He was
Then we
saying
won't be able to
I
get
could
back.
get back.
Yeah, we would. He has the recall, but it would recall us back to Inexcel.
That's fine. That actually makes all this way easier. We don't
It
need.
doesn't. It's not fine because the whole point of going to the other plane was so that we could get to the Isles, not come back to Inictal.
Why are we going to another plane?
Because it's the only way that we know to
Oh,
teleport.
we're not talking about whatever you're talking about.
No,
we're
yeah.
still talking
Oh.
about.
They were talking about using teleport to get somewhere, and then I would call that.
Oh, I understand.
And then if we can't use the scroll, we can just pay someone to teleport us, which will probably be cheaper anyway.
Yeah,
And
like
you-
magical Uber.
Yeah, you don't
Hey, can
always
you
have to
teleport
solve
us
it
to
with
this
money
incredibly
either.
dangerous location.
You don't always have to
There's
solve it with
like-
money either.
yeah.
You could always do favors. We can go to the person with the teleportation spell and be like, "Hey, we really need to get somewhere. Is there something we can do for you to get you to do this for us?"
Clean your house.
Right. Do your chores for a month.
We'll bring you a Tosh.
We can go talk to Corfer once Iron Flask, right?
Yes.
We need to catch Taj. He has an Iron Flask. We're going to turn him over to Fire Guy, or whatever guy. We could trade the Iron Flask for him to teleport us.
Assuming that he can teleport us.
Well, or he can find a way.
Wait,
Point
don't
is,
we need the iron flask to capture?
Natasha's already captured 2 in an iron flash.
So I'm saying
Oh.
that would be. It would have to be him trusting that. Well, we're good. We've done good business with him. Like we're gonna go capture him and turn this Iron Flask over to you if you can teleport. Or find a way for us to be teleported. I'm a problem solver. I'm not saying that they're gonna work. They're just solutions to our problem.
Look, I'm an ideas guy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the only
never said
thing
they were
is
good
that has to
ideas.
be faster than us traveling to the location, and
Why would this be slower?
You basically Steve Jobs this whole thing.
well, because we gotta do.
I want this.
whole
You guys
other
figure
thing
out how to do
first.
Yeah. There's this thing and this thing. Make it happen. No.
I want all of my iPad in my telephone. Do it.
What was the other one other than teleport?
I don't see why it can't happen. You have 6 months, but
And all the engineers just, yeah, over.
Transport
Yeah.
the plants? Was that the other one?
Oh, yeah, that's only for
Look.
druids.
Nothing drives innovation like a deadline.
I have teleport and teleportation circle
anyway.
that I could.
Here's one of them.
Teleportation circle might
War
put us
sucks, but it's been really good for technology.
I'd have to know.
to
I'd have to go to another
space,
circle.
too.
Right.
Okay, that's not.
Well, instantly transports you and a willing creature.
Okay, I just assume we're walking back. Has it been 3 days? Can I get my armor yet?
Who
Oh, I got it last
does
time.
select
Yeah.
Did you
Say-
put it in my
target
inventory?
object.
No.
Destination you choose must be known to you, and it must be on the same plane of existence as
Did you make it yet?
Probably not.
So,
Okay.
I will not
Which
have this
means
for a
that-
very, very, very
It would be-
long time.
It'll be magical when
Yeah,
it's in your
teleport.
like natural.
Teleportation circle, I could take.
So that means tomorrow
Soon,
morning the
but
caravan's heading out back
It
to.
could only teleport you to another teleportation circle that you're
wherever.
familiar with,
No, Milvain.
I wanted to say Milvain, but I was second guessing it.
which
From
we have
Nova
0
Arna.
of.
It's like they're
So-
connected.
So why don't we? Do we need anything else? Do we need to do anything else in town? Is there anyone here we think that could help us teleporting?
There's plenty of people who have us teleport.
Where we want to go?
You know, I bet I know of a place where there's a whole lot of bards. One of them has to know how to
There's a place you
teleport,
can
right?
go.
We are
We just
also
impress
part of the
them?
Mage Guild, which I forgot about.
Does anybody else?
Code rings.
Anybody else any favors?
Party
No.
favors.
Or we're just the ones that owe people?
Or we're evens.
What's your favorite dance?
Yeah, we usually when we get a favor, we use it pretty quickly.
Ah,
Are we angled to get that favor to then cash that favor in?
Yeah, yeah. Like this situation, this bargain.
What would we have to do to get a favor? This.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Honey, please.
Oh, forgot about that. I hate her so much. Gotta get a little more nasally.
So
Yeah.
we're walking back
You are.
to
Yes.
Mill of Arna, by the way.
Yeah. Walking downtown.
We swam,
I did.
we walked. It was a lovely outing. We had a picnic, bag of bounty.
Yeah. Absolutely. We just hung out with Don all day. Nothing at all. That happened.
Yeah.
I mean, you talked to the Archfey of Summer. Yeah.
well, I mean, after.
No, we just hung out with Don. He took us for a walk in the woods.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nothing happened.
It's-
We didn't
it's
do
hush
anything. We
hush.
just went for a
Yeah,
swim.
for sure. I just wanted to show us how life is changing in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
How the portals being opened, the wounds affecting, life just in general. Yeah.
Yantir didn't tell us how long it would take the shards of the Shattered to regenerate, destroy them.
He did not mention it.
And he also didn't tell us how to destroy them either, even though technically that would have been within
I think you
his.
said to shatter them.
His exact words.
And I quote, shattered it.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
And
well,
I had.
So I just kind of worry,
Lying
like,
down the tower.
they know where they are. They've already gathered several of them. If just let them down and break those, they're just gonna go get them again.
So, cards on the table. We have a lot of pans on the fire. We have a time-sensitive have to get Itash back to the summer plane. Right? Summer plane.
Yep.
By the end of the year. Or within a year from now. Today. This moment. We have to save Luciana from getting eaten by a water lizard thing.
A water lizard thing. I love it.
we
I off on description.
Big old jellyfish thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, it
close
was
to
jellyfish?
thing.
don't
I don't know
remember
why I
this.
was picturing
It's
an alligator
jellyfish
maw,
cat.
toothy
So,
maw.
Yes. So, cat head,
Oh,
spider-like eyes.
no.
Where its skull would be.
Why would
because
you do that?
oversized. Its jaw distends like a snake. It has a thick carapace body that is armored on the top, and a thin jelly-like membrane that it protrudes pseudopods that it uses to flap around through the asteroids.
So we need to get Samus.
It's an
Samus
astral
Aran.
sea monster?
Well, could be from there. Could also be from the far realm. Yeah. May have been from the far realm, traveled through the
So it doesn't have fur. It just looks like a cat, like a hairless cat?
Yeah, but it does have it has fur, but it's like that thick like spider-like
Stop
hair.
it. Stop it.
Stop.
It's made out of jelly.
It's
Part of
made
it,
out
yeah,
of
like
jelly?
Jelly.
Yeah, you're like, if I crack that open, there's jelly in there.
Yeah. Spread that on some toast.
This sounds like a horror, Tony. I don't
That's what I was going for when I was
succeed. So we have to save Luciana from that.
Yeah.
Ick. Lose however much amount of time it takes us to do that, plus whatever timey-wimey and wishy-washy shit it takes to come back. And then we have to go to the island and stop the Shattered. We can either steal the piece of the Shatter, we can crack open the vault, take it with us, use it as bait to bring them to us, or we could post up and protect. We have two options there. So that's kind of a long game or a short game situation as well. And then there's your stuff. You've got some impending dream situation happening.
I mean, I kind of feel like we agreed to a time scale and the side quest got put on hold. So I don't feel like dealing with A, world blowing up, B, having the summer dude chasing us down as future. Both of those sound terrible. And they're related.
But here's the thing, if he loses his god, we kind of lose his ness.
Yeah.
You know?
There's more hammers.
Did Rainier
don't
say
know.
that out
I'll
loud?
let that to the side. There's another looks at Dorgear. It's fair. You got spare.
Dorgear grips the hammer off the bag.
was my big mistake made.
Look, you gotta have a plan B.
Well, plan A, B, and C is go smack that monster thing right in its mouth.
Where the
gotta have a
hell
big plan
is
B.
the monster thing?
And then
Where's
It's
the
out
monster? Oh my god, you don't even know where it is.
It's out there.
the truth is out there, guys.
We
I
gotta
mean,
open up Fable.
it is
Bow, 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 bow.
aberrations.
I like how you're actually being productive while we're doing this.
Is there any
That's our
way
first step.
you know of that
Open
we
up
can hide one
Oh.
of the pieces of the
You
shadow?
just modify the one in my
We
inventory or
could.
And then open the
Okay.
The only person I trust with it
It's
would
just
be.
Plasma?
I
I have
Hmm.
really terrible speed.
don't know. Maybe. I was thinking, Porfer. Or the gracious one. But I don't want to bring that
Yeah.
burden down on Inictowl.
Yeah, I would just.
But it having an army to protect it. But the Shattered have already
Nowhere.
infiltrated Inictowl, so like it's
I was gonna say I trust Porfer. I don't know if Porfer could defend it from
yeah.
the amount of people that might come after it.
Yeah, it's like if we took it, we would need to enact an immediate bait plan to where we could trap someone of high enough level. You get the information, kill them, and then infiltrate, and hopefully either keep that piece with us, which is dangerous, and then infiltrate, or leave it with safekeeping, infiltrate, and
You know where I bet no one would look for it? The Isle of Eternal.
I agree. I agree.
What are you suggesting?
Monsters protect monsters, man. It's an infallible plan.
We just hide it at the top of the roads. It'd be fine.
What are you saying hiding? What are you hiding?
A piece of the,
The
shadow.
piece of the Shattered.
We don't have.
No, well,
No,
that's
if we
the plan.
get one.
You gotta go buy it.
Right.
I'm gonna provide a little bit of
Context.
help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. You've been told that a piece of the shadow was the entity that left the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Was this giant red comet of anger.
Yeah.
So if that's a piece of it, it is not so much an object, it is likely a
A
creature.
thing.
Yeah, just hide it
So
in
it's
a
not
Rose's Tavern.
right, yeah.
Stick it in the basement.
Oh.
So we can't necessarily take it.
It's not like a scale
Oh, so we're gonna have to
or an artifact.
we're gonna have to destroy it.
And then it would go back into the thing that we
Right.
cracked
Like
open.
see that was my whole questioning for him
Unless.
because like
We
If-
get
Go ahead.
Natosh and the flask, and we trap it in the flask.
I don't know if it can hold other creatures in an
Other
iron
than-
flask
other
than a
Genie.
genie. I don't know anything about iron flasks. You know who does? Corfer. I could ask him right now.
I'm already sending away. You know,
That-
Right, yeah.
I mean,
I can
that,
ask him right
that was
now.
my
and he just
whole
already starts
that was my whole line of questioning for him is that like they already stole it from the place that was supposed to be sealed. So if it just goes right back there, what's to stop him from doing it
yeah,
again?
That's kind of what I was saying.
They're broken legs.
Well, he also
So-
wanted us
your
to
enemy.
kill.
Yeah, there you go.
He wanted us to kill all of the Shattered.
Well, that's a tall order. Like,
Yeah, we
That's
have to
like-
figure out.
Well, yeah, especially if they're all standing on top of each other. That's like super tall.
I mean, you just have one.
Well, you
That's
start
like
with the
another.
bottom one and you bring them down.
That's like
Started with the bottom, now you're here. There you
it's
go.
like 3 aberrations in a trench coat.
But we've all agreed that we're not getting any help from anywhere else, right? This is us. We're it. We are
Farmers.
the solution.
bum, 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 bum.
Huh?
You know who could help us?
Who?
Luciana.
She's done a great job
Stab
so
it,
far.
bludgeon stab.
So
Killed us alive in the.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm.
I don't
Yeah.
think she was being sarcastic like
No.
I am.
It sounded like you were being.
Oh,
sarcastic.
sorry. Yeah. I'm on board with.
I was more sarcastic than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh. She totally helped, guys.
It's just a moon, you know? Great
I don't know.
stuff.
See, like, I feel like the gods. If she's a god, I don't. Is she god? Is she demi
I think we've established that
Archfey.
she is technically an archfey and not an actual
Your
god.
tone is getting infinitely better with each passing
Okay.
sentence.
But,
What?
he's-
I like the gods. I'll be like, is she really a god? Or
But-
is she like not a god?
but being an archfey, she has near godlike power.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. But
Still near.
no, I mean, like,
She's got more power than you.
I mean,
I have more power than you.
the Archfey are obviously anti-Shattered coming back, and the gods are anti-Shattered coming back. I'm just wondering
But
if she's
nobody
at the
wants to
same
help.
level of hate of it as the gods
I'm
are.
surprised that the Archfey are opposed to the Shattered, because he literally said he's like, we would have found our place in the world. Like, the gods hadn't been here, but the Shattered was here before the gods.
That's
The Shadow
true.
probably would have
Said,
eaten
so,
them.
like,
You know,
I'm
maybe
kind of surprised
if it's as
that
dangerous
the-
as it is.
that
You
he-
mean
Shattered
the
roll a history
Shattered,
check.
the artist formerly
Right.
known as Keldra, the artist formerly known as On Ragnarok, that one? That Shattered?
Yeah,
If
the,
it's got more than one name, you know it's bad.
Wait,
the
is,
entity known as Rodnok
is the brain
happened when the,
Keldra?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So like, the Shattered is literally like little monsters coming together to form a colony that creates a bigger monster.
We really should have
They're
killed its
Voltron.
brain.
Yeah, a monster Voltron.
Ew.
There are
Wow.
5 pieces.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And it seems to want to eat Storine, so that's good to know as well.
It's
I
funny.
wonder.
You could have, not to be like, this is all coming from this side of the stream, because it's like, I have all these things in my head, I wonder what you guys would ask. Like, you didn't ask what the other names were, what their forms were, like, any of that other information.
Up until like
Just
just when
now.
you told us that the piece of
Yeah.
the Shatter was
Well,
a creature,
right,
we were
true.
all assuming it was like
yeah,
an artifact of some
Yeah.
sort.
fair
Yeah.
point.
I thought it was like
I
a
was
figure
imagining
you
like
had
a
to put
scale
together, and then
Okay.
it became.
If you want to retcon that and then ask the additional questions, I'd be fine with it. Because I thought,
no, I mean, because our characters would have thought that. So that's, I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not.
that's fair.
it was never portrayed to us in stories or the retales from even Varga. Be like,
I don't know
He's
why.
always saying the Shatter will be reformed, but
Well, he
Yeah.
did say that when he asked for the name Keldra, he said that was the monster's brain,
that's true.
and then he said like the name of like the monster as a whole.
Of
So, like-
not Ragnarok.
I
On
mean, like-
Ragnarok.
Why would his brain have one name and then the combined entity have another? So it kind of like leads you to believe that like the other parts are also named.
Oh, On Ragnarok was the name of its brain.
No,
No.
Keldra is the name of the brain.
There you go.
the red comet was the brain.
Oh.
It's all
I
coming
see. I
together.
hadn't even put that together yet. Okay.
Welcome to the game.
Thanks. Okay. So there's Keldra is the brain, but the shattered, the entity is on Ragnarok.
Right.
Oh.
So when all 5 pieces come together, they make on
So when
Ragnarok.
Keldra plus its brothers and sisters come together, they make on Ragnarok.
So it's a 5-cylinder?
At least as far as you know.
I don't know that Ren would have put that together that fast because I didn't put that together that fast. Obviously, I'm lagging way behind.
Like in my head, I was just like, well, the brain animated all that. I'm blanking on the
gooey
word.
storing.
Yeah, all the storing. So maybe it just animates the other parts to make some kind of big evil creature. I didn't put it together. So
I just thought that
I didn't
the
know
Shattered
it.
had 3 names: Shattered, Keldra, and on Ragnarok. So I'm really glad we cleared that up on stream so everyone knows
Yeah.
how long it took me. Okay.
So yeah, let's have him give us the names of the other pieces. We'll just say that when he was giving us the location, he'd be like, and the location of this one is here.
Actually, yes, he could have provided. He would have probably actually made.
Okay.
To be fair.
All right, so the Therafall piece was
So that was Devra's. Shadow of the Shadow.
I was vaping.
Hmm?
I was vaping, and he was like, the name of that one, and he went, John. I was like,
all right, and then the one in the Kartu Desert,
Jingle.
Jingle.
hammer shit.
Sorry, that was a joke.
It's his heart and sense of humor.
Not yet. That one was Anolpri.
No.
Easy, right? Anolari.
That was so
And no
close.
break.
Anolpri.
Way off.
Breath of the Shadow.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if I can't get to this edge.
Well,
Box scratcher.
then perhaps you would want to go to the Ovos.
Ovos.
Yeah, the Ovos Maw for Okrazar. Claws of the Shadow.
Akra.
Yes, OCHRAZAR.
Aqua's
He's the what of the what?
Claws of the Shadow.
Rip and tear.
And so the
Last piece is Tristarok.
Christ.
Heart of the Shadow. Resides within the mountains. And I assume you probably would have asked the question, what happens after you destroy them?
Mhm.
Any of these pieces would end up within their vaults after 100 years.
Oh, so it's gonna take. Okay. So
Well, so if we destroy one,
it's gonna be at least 100 years until it's back in that vault. So
then
there's
it's not
plenty
our
of.
problem anymore.
Yeah, it's not
Well,
our
it's not
problem.
my problem because I'm an old.
Right. I don't know the
Not mine
lifespan of
either.
a Warforged, but
Yes,
yes.
a lot.
We should chronicle everything and set up like a Moonstone Guard like legacy guild that continues through the generations to protect, the pieces, the prophecy.
You can call it.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Power passes down.
Yeah.
You could combine with the Order, the Shade Heart, and call it the Order of the Moon Heart.
There we go.
And then we'll make a campaign 3, and then it'll just add on to that. We'll change out some more of the words.
What's the head's name? Zed?
Kel-
Zoran?
Keldra?
Zoran. Zoran?
Oh,
Zordon?
Wait.
Oh.
Zordon. Power Rangers.
Yeah.
We
he
need
wasn't
a
the head.
Zordon.
Oh, the head, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
Well,
thinking.
I thought that was what
I was thinking the Voltron reference.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
So I was like-
I was confused for a second too.
Okay,
and then I
yeah.
realized, yeah.
I was
we need a-
convinced the summer Fae was Zordon.
I
Oh, right.
don't know that he would do it. I feel like either
Found 60 countries with
Plasma
attitude.
Yeah.
or
That's what
Corfer
it
could be
sounded
our
like.
Zordon.
Wait, what?
I said I feel like Plasma or Corfer could be our sword on. I don't know that Yantir would do that out of the goodness of his own heart.
Give him a nickel.
He's like, what's in for me, guys? I'm all about saving the world, but like,
What do you
I
got?
need some sort of treatment.
Right, like I need something out of this. Like if I'm gonna have to deal with you shitheads all.
Can you imagine? Look, I'm gonna give you these coins to change into Power Rangers, but I need them back, all right?
Yeah.
Sure, we'll give him back eventually. So.
Oh, and we have to go find Medusius and return August.
Slab.
Oh.
Do we want to slab?
Oh, okay.
Slay.
Do we
Slay.
want- do we want- Return to slay. Or suffer the curse. Do we want to find one of the pieces that the cult has already freed and kill it?
That is a
Or do
strategy.
we want to just go to one of the ones we don't think they have, kill it at the vault, and then we just bought ourselves 100 years?
Well, I don't. Okay, I have two questions. One, if they're released and the Shattered is putting them together, can they put them together? Like, is there like, do they have a 3-part monster, or are they still separated?
Like, is it gonna have to be like a ritual that they do
Or-
to combine
yeah.
all 5,
I don't have
or
that information.
okay?
Yeah. Well, we saw the brain by itself, but we don't know if they had just released the brain. Where was the brain from? The Forlorn Sea?
You did not see it before you see it.
Huh?
So, which you did not see at the Forlorn Sea.
Profane.
Right. So it was out. It was either traveling to... Did streak towards Ortharm, I'm just saying.
I say, it would, like strategy-wise, it'd be wiser to find one of the ones that are already released, and get an edge on that. Attack that, because my thinking is, if we go to one of the vaults that aren't released and we get into the fight with it there's a chance that we're gonna have unexpected reinforcements from the enemy that are, we could have led them straight to it, and they could have let us open the vault for them, and then we have a
Right.
battle on 2 fronts. When it's still gonna be a battle on 2 fronts if we go attack one of the beasts, because it's gonna have protection from the cult of the shatter, but at least we have the advantage of the attack. Like, we're setting up the attack.
Well, we don't know where they are. I mean,
Well, yeah,
Ortharm
that's going to be an investigation thing. but-
Ortharm's a good place to start, but if they have 3 of them, if they could combine, then that's 3 pieces of one rather large monster. If they're separate, then that's maybe a little easier to take on, but
Also, 2 birds with 1 stone would be a good idea as well if we go to, what's his name? The guy in the flask. Natash. Does he have one of the pieces with him? Like,
he could.
because you said that one of the pieces came from the volcano where he resided.
Yeah. Well,
Varga
he's
would probably have it.
captured by the Shattered,
Right.
by Varga. I don't know if they're still in the Kartu Desert, but they were there.
At some point.
That was the breath of the Shattered, which we haven't seen.
We need an information network.
Do. I could. Itosh is probably pretty pissed that he's in an iron flask. I could maybe try asking him where he is. I don't know if he
Tell
can.
him we're gonna get him out.
Yeah. We don't have to tell him where. It's not a lie.
We are gonna get him out.
Our plan is to set him free.
Uh,
That was a flash.
set free.
Of the
yeah,
flask.
yeah, from
Yeah.
yeah. You don't have to.
Is
tell him
he
where.
considered an enemy of ours?
I mean, we beat the shit out of him once.
He's more like super self-serving. and kind of a dick.
Okay.
And so we beat the crap out of him, put him in a flask. Although I think it might have been in his flask anyway.
It was his.
And then he was stolen from us.
Oh.
Yeah, he had captured a water genie. We set the water genie free and captured him in the flask.
That's what it was.
We didn't put him in the flask.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't?
Varga
Right,
did.
Varga did.
Yeah, we let the water genie out. And they
Right.
used the flask on it. And then Varga.
Itash stole the flask.
You gonna begin?
So he had the flask, or did Varga?
Vargas stole
Varga
the flask
stole it.
after they fixed the fountain in
Right.
Ixtal. Because that he paralyzed. Dude.
Hold on, let me run through the song in my head.
Like, we don't know.
I gotta sing it, otherwise I can't.
Like, we were never given the word needed to activate the flask. Corfer refused to give it to us.
Oh, that's
We
right.
just let the water genie out.
Obviously, yeah, we just popped the cork on it essentially, and let the water genie that is in it out.
And once the water genie was like, all right, oh my, go
Bye.
out.
Phased out.
Um. I feel like if we go, the only place that I can think of that they would possibly be is Ortharm or still in the Kartu Desert. Both of them are highly fortified. It's not going to be easy to get into unnoticed. It would be like going to war. We didn't storm the Kartu Desert volcano alone. We had the backing of the Minotaur and Flinkali armies.
Ask them if they want to do it again.
You want to see me do it again?
Round 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Right.
Play your greatest hits.
So I'd like to spend an inspiration point to get a suggestion from the DM.
Is that
Four?
a thing?
In other kind of game settings, yeah.
Hmm.
Other tabletops.
For what?
A suggestion on what our next move should be. What makes the most sense for us to do?
I wanted to go to Melvane and talk to Corfer.
Most sense
Why?
might be if you can find the means to get to Medusius' lair, knocking that off the list, so you don't have August just being angst. And then probably using word recall back to Tau quickly to teleport right off after whatever happens there, if you need to. What about your quests after that?
Okay.
Yeah, I think we
Ortharm-
have to deal with that. I guess that's not
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ortharm
because
being on the list of places to investigate also makes sense, since you know the Crimson Cowl has been working with the Shadow, if not, or potentially part of their order in some way too.
yeah, Todrick has, like, just me as the player, not really Ward, has kind of been on my mind as somebody that I'd like to rub some dirt in his eye. I don't like Jason Todd as a Batman character. He's an asshole.
I love him as Red Hood, but like, imagine him going full villain,
Right.
like, not even remotely close to the morally gray anti-hero.
Right.
right.
More of the Arkham Knight kind of Jason Todd. That guy's just a dick.
Sir,
Yeah, so
Driver
okay.
picks the music. Passenger shuts its cackle.
yeah.
So okay, then we'll drop August off at Mommy Medusius's lair.
Oh god, that's a thing too.
Yeah. We'll deal with that. We'll transportation back, and then
Need Moonstone ore.
Moonstone ore. Yeah.
Not why. It's the Moonstone kills.
Well, we have to find Moonstone.
I get it. It's super important. It just I don't know why it just.
Or to complete or here in
Maybe Medusa has some Moonstone.
Mall.
Well, like so in my head, I'm like the whole world's like borderline exploding, and like all these things are going on, and they're just over there like, I need my rocks.
But we have to. we,
Minerals, Maurice.
Christ, yeah.
we
And
ha-
like so it just throws me off. It's just such like a different thing. So
I know we're talking about world-ending stuff here, and we got some stuff to do. Don't forget about my rocks.
well, we have to complete your mall before we can free Luciano, right?
Yeah, which is why we need the Moonstone.
Right.
no, like
right.
like I said, I'm not doing this to like shit talk. It is legitimately important. It's just the
You get the rocks.
face
open the
value
portal,
is
face
different.
The
Right.
planet, moon-eating
I
monstrosity.
mean, what if this moon-eating monstrosity is upward of Shatter?
mayhaps.
It didn't give me a name.
What's that?
Of the monstrosity.
But they said that they're all on our plane, and the Feywild isn't on our plane.
Doesn't mean they don't have the ability to swap planes.
It's true.
Their vaults are all here, but maybe parts of it can plane ship.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like if there's something that's intrinsically tied to Tasha, that to me means intrinsically tied. Like it can't leave.
I don't know. I mean, like something like if something as powerful as the Shattered is, I wouldn't put it past it being able to, you know, go places
Yeah.
other than Tasha.
It didn't look like. It could be a shadow or the breath. It looked like it had bad breath, so it could be breath.
So
It's a cat face, so it could be the claws too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, we don't know. Well, he said that he hadn't freed Claws yet.
Oh,
Claws and Heart are still out there.
sorry.
Oh, he didn't say he knew where they were, but I was going from the information you're working. He doesn't know if those other two vaults have been opened, but he went from what you've told him that it's likely that 3 of them have.
Metagame
So we need to get to
pigeon,
it.
based on the way you phrased the things that you said during that in thing, I took it as those two were still in play.
Possibly, maybe.
Possibly.
don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's imperative that we get to one of them that's potentially not opened yet.
To stake it out.
Yeah, kill it in the womb.
Well, okay,
Sorry.
but if it's we have to open
You
it.
have the ugliest
kill
sneeze
it.
face.
We have
That's
to
fine.
open it to kill it to send it back, and then we can just open it again, though, right?
Fuck, man.
We could also just like set up an ambush
Oh.
there and then just
Oh, give me a
That
headache.
was yeah.
anyone that shows up, we just murder them.
That was
But
one
then we're
of my
just kind of
thinking.
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just standing there. menacingly.
So
He's just figuring out behind rocks.
I guess
Can we come in?
short-term plan. Can we? Do we want to take August back to Medusius?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm kind of running out of ways to convince him.
If we just
Yeah.
let him loose, can he find his way back?
I'm afraid to let him loose because that's if he just goes on a killing spree because he gets cornered by some drow or
Well, if we
You know,
let him
gets
loose
nervous in a
once
crowd.
we get out of Milivarna, like out of the Calgon Forest.
Is he gonna be going back through the tunnels or?
But yeah, we probably want to go through the tunnels that he said came from.
but they
I
collapse the
thought they
entrance to
collapsed
that
them.
tunnel.
No, they said they prepared to collapse.
Well, they collapsed. They collapsed one of them. The one that he came through, they collapsed.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they don't have other tunnels that go
Right.
into the Underdark. That could potentially go to the same roundabout area. Maybe Thurston wants to go on a field trip.
Is there another way to get back to where Medusius is that doesn't require us to go through tunnels?
Secret tunnel.
Do you want to say
Like, I mean,
that
is she
that's
out
one
in
of
the
the things
greater
I
world?
researched
Like,
when
is
we
the
were
tunnel
supposed to have our
just how he got
conversation?
into the Calgon
Other
Forest?
potential routes to Medusius' lair?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, yeah,
Clear knowledge, she's going northwest.
so 2 routes. One up through the Underdark. One
She's-
on land.
Under.
Okay.
She's up under the Mystic Thicket.
Right, but like, could we travel above ground and then find a way
So-
underground.
So Ward researched the ways to get to Medusa's lair, and there's two routes that he knows of. There's one through the tunnels, and then there's one over the over land. But he has a general area of where the lair is, so we can go either one of those routes.
Okay, not to bring up another issue. If we decide to go above land, we could word of recall to Inictal and we're halfway to where we need to be. However, we then don't have the Gorgon or the cart and the horses.
And I can only bring 6 people for recall.
Organ.
So I don't think I could bring August if we did that.
So we're hoofing it either way. That is a 3-month trip.
That's rough, buddy.
Even mounted?
It took us 3 months to get all the way up there and back. Was it up there and back, or was it just up there? It took 3 months.
Up where?
Up to when we came up to Wilderfront.
I don't think it was 3 months.
It wasn't. Yeah, no, it wasn't 3 months. No. What you were saying was when you went from Wilderfront back to Milvain. You went east, so you went like around.
All the way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which that took you about 3 months, but you were also kind of taking your time and like
Yeah.
seeing places too, spending some time in Centralia. Like you were visiting in each space. If you were to really just like go directly, it'd probably take you about a month to get from Milvain to at least Star Cities.
That still seems like a long time.
Well, that's from over there to here, and that's
Well, I mean,
But I mean,
Again-
remember, we got Mike Organ.
True.
He has his bull.
Yeah.
And then we've got a cart and 2 horses.
Yeah.
So like, we can travel faster than by going by foot.
That's true. So I'd probably shave off like in a couple weeks.
So to get from Milvain to Misty Thicket and then start poking around, that would
Is this
take
all
us
just an excuse to go to the Misty
3
Thicket
weeks?
finally?
I think so.
Yeah. Take us what, 3 weeks?
I feel like we should start setting up a portal network around the world.
Portals.
Anyone that knows
Setting
how to
one up
use
is
teleportation
not cheap.
circle.
To create a teleportation circle, you have to cast the same spell once a day, every day, for a year.
Expending the dust when you do it every time too.
Yeah.
It's costly.
I'm saying the world needs to do this.
Oh, there is a teleportation circle network already.
We just don't have access to it.
I mean, I'm sneaky snake.
Nor do I have the
Who-
spell
who
because
has
we don't
the
have
access?
access.
Teleportation circle.
You said
I
it was a network,
could.
so it's already there.
Yeah, but you have to be able to cast the spell to be able to use the circle.
That's-
Otherwise, you're
Yes.
just looking at a teleportation circle like
Stupid.
this is a
the
lovely little
thing.
runic circle.
I
Nice
could.
circle. Yeah.
I could take it. I just haven't taken it because we have not encountered any teleportation circles in the entirety that we have
Who does
been
run the
traveling.
network?
Well, that's the thing. Each circle is guarded by individuals who have interests. So, like
Technically,
mage guilds probably
We-
have one themselves.
Like, I'm just gonna need you to start adding in those ancient sigils from Baldur's Gate so we can fast
Oh,
travel.
right. Yeah. Just touch. All right, we're good.
I'm
So
gonna
handy.
drop this campfire here real quick, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be able to return to it.
All of a sudden, we're in a camp. Who knows?
Oh
Running Great Hall and
no! We know where one is, and we technically have access to it now. There is one in the Tower of the Order of the Shade Heart, which we can now get into.
Also, well, we are part of the Mage Guild at Cal. We'll assume they have one.
Yep. But again, I don't have that spell yet.
No, but they do. They're Mage Guild.
But they're not
But-
just gonna send us.
We're part of the guild.
This is what we pay our dues for, okay?
Also,
Yeah,
their
actually-
city only exists because of us.
To your point, teleportation circle is a spell that you cast and basically open up the circle on the ground. Anybody can hop through it that wants to hop through it.
Open up.
Lasts 6 seconds, one round. So You got that much time to get through. But yeah, anybody can cast it. Sorry.
No.
The person who casts it doesn't have to be the person who's using it. So anybody could theoretically use it.
Right.
Cast it and toss us somewhere. Yeah.
Whereas technically teleport, the person's coming with you.
Yeah. Either way, we're hoofing it to at least an towel. Literally, hoofing it. Get it? No? Okay.
Is that a reference to?
You're riding a bull, he's riding a gorgon, and we're riding in a car with horses. Literally
Oh
hoofing
wait,
it.
no. Star Cities.
Yeah.
You're making hoofed creatures.
I think it's like their version of us footing.
Yep. But for us,
Like
footing
footing
it,
the bill?
footing it means something completely different.
You're paying.
Mm.
Buying gas. Yeah, so Star Cities would be 2 weeks on horse, on mounted foot, from Milton.
And we're going to Star Cities because that's where she is.
Oh, so is each town 2 days
That's
apart?
probably just the closest.
Rough.
Closest town to where she is.
Do I need to get a saddle for my gorgon?
Oh, you're gonna run on it.
That would be painful.
I would like to get a saddle for my gorgon.
Yeah,
I want to see how many towns are going to send with the Gorgon.
they can get you taken care of in Milton. They have large creatures there. Forgot what it's called. It's not just sound.
Big saddle.
What did he say? 2 weeks?
Be 60 gold
Weeks on
pieces.
60 gold pieces?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
But when you look at it, it is very well made, and you're like, this is real nice.
Custom job.
That's pretty nice. Ooh, I like that.
Leather it, or they oil it and everything. Like this, it's awesome. It's sturdy. It's supple.
Platinums.
So that's but 2 automatons in a cart. Is it just gonna be able to pull just them?
August does run leaner than Ward, so he's not quite as heavy. Although, granted, his weight still is. It's not nothing. But if you have both your Minotaurs on their own mounts, Ward and August would be back there.
With me, Daruk, and Rainier?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the cart that they ship you in Skyrim at the very beginning.
I was picturing like Oregon Trail wagon.
Right. Yes. Actually, it had been upgraded. Yeah. Because what was it? Matt's character, Bog, had paid for upgrades.
Nice.
So yeah, it is less cart, more wagon.
Okay.
The suspension.
Yeah, reinforced for heavy loads and stuff, just in case. Because I'm sure, actually, probably when he was thinking about it originally was that, oh, there might be Minotaurs back there. So gotta make sure it's got that heavy axle.
Good shocks, you know.
Yeah,
One for the heavy duty shocks.
How many lugs
the
are on that
sport shocks.
axle?
Yeah.
On these wooden spoke wheels.
Reinforced wheels. Okay, so
Yeah,
2
iron
weeks.
reinforcements all the way around.
2 weeks to get there. Couple days till we leave. How long? It was like a day or 2 to get out of the Calgon Forest and back to Milvain.
Yes. Yeah. It was. It's about, I think, 3 days.
So,
Because you're going through most of the forest, which does make the trek a little bit more difficult.
is there anything we needed to do in Milvain before we leave? You said you wanted to speak to Corfer. Why?
Trying to find shit to do.
I got to tell Rose about her new trade enterprise with Hale's Rat.
Okay, so 3 weeks to
That will
get
take-
to Star Cities.
I mean, I could send an animal messenger to Rose. I don't know.
I mean, we're literally going through town. We can stop and.
Wait, we're going back to Milvain.
We had to. that's
We
what
have to.
Yeah.
We can just break off when we get out of the forest.
I mean, it's
Me.
not going to be easy for the cart.
I was hoping that the next time we went to Milvain, I'd have more ore.
Well, unfortunately, that's not the case.
I
You can
mean,
tell Karen
I mean,
to wait.
when we decided to go to Novavarna, we knew we had to go back to Milvain afterwards.
well, I
Come on,
guess.
round trip ticket.
Since,
I don't want to leave here empty-handed. Well,
since we didn't wrap it
the
up on
temple.
accident, we all just kind of moved past it and forgot. I'm gonna assume Don informed his superiors of the information that we got.
a little bit.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, he would have.
right, because it seemed pretty serious, you
Oh
know.
yeah. He would have. Don would have reported it to Theron.
Okay.
Probably not many people beyond that though. Obviously.
Right,
the
because he didn't
fellow
want
lieutenants.
everybody to know that he was doing that thing
Yeah.
that he wasn't supposed to be doing.
It's a good thing that nobody else knows about. Real convenient that.
I told 6 people that are now leaving Milvavarna with the best of intentions. Hopefully he just like should have done it. Should not have done that.
Well, I mean, like
Nah.
he's got to know that like we have more important shit to worry about than what you're doing in the woods, buddy.
Put down shits in the woods.
Right, Don shits in the woods.
All right. So, there's no other business to attend. I think we'll probably call the stream there. We can pick up next week with the next leg of your adventure in terms of probably a little bit of a time jump. Fast forward, obviously, 3 weeks. We're not going to role play all of that out of just riding in a cart.
We have to put watch every night, and
Yeah.
What's the speed? What speed are we traveling?
oh my
Yeah.
god, we'll argue
Okay,
about
how
whether or
many
not we're
rations?
taking the cart for another hour.
Right. Who's foraging for food? Are you not? So are you just taking rash? Yeah, all that stuff.
Who's
you have
got
a bag of
first
bounty?
watch?
Are you going to be using that? But if there are any stops along the way, any of the cities that you want to like ask about or do that, then we can figure that out, and then we'll do that next issue. In addition to anything you need to potentially stop and do in the
Right.
Cool.
You got your armor. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a conversation about what I studied.
You got your oar?
Got your oar?
Not yet.
Did he get a line on his oar?
He did. They said that there might be some in the lake.
In the lake.
The lake we were just at?
Which lake?
The lake we just left.
I'm going back.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. That'd be just too mean.
I would.
Like, I'm going back to the temple. They're gonna give up that floor one way or another.
I guess
Taking me
we probably
around the
should
whole
ask,
time.
Were there
No,
any boats on the lake?
Yeah, there were.
You should
The
do
line
some-
that she gave you for Moonstone Ward would be that there may be some. You know what? I'll just go with what I came to mind initially, which was there may be some nestled within the Misty.
So you don't have all these locations of the Moonstone or like pre-plotted out and just seeing which ones he stumbles
Well,
upon?
I mean,
or-
I had some, but the timing in which they are going to be visited, I don't want
too frequent? Okay.
Well, no, not too frequent. Infrequent enough.
Oh, okay.
So it's like timeline-wise. I mean, we can just need it to be.
'Cause, I mean, before you guys ever joined, we originally had a reason to go to Coast Rune, and that seems like such a far-fetched, unnecessary thing at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm sure in a giant dwarven town, they're probably gonna have some Moonstone.
Actually, maybe not.
Fair. But what I'm getting at is there's
Yeah.
plenty of places we've had a chance to go and not go.
Unworked Moonstone.
No.
Right. Yeah. They'd have definitely Moonstone gems for sure.
Which
Yeah.
we've established are not what he needs.
Correct. Helpful, but not that.
Mhm.
No, initially I intended there to be some Isle of Eternal Shadow, but I don't know when that's going to happen, and I don't want to keep having.
Christian was like, another reason to go.
Another
Listen,
one.
everything's coming up. Isle of Eternal Shadow.
All right, so we'll go ahead and call the stream there then. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next week with our game, and I guess we'll see you all then.
See ya.
All right, have a good night.